sort of thinking we've started with a mindful day, and I'm like, no, how does this work? Oh, not at all. Are we live, Sam?
We are.
We're live, but just not on my phone. Well, that's okay. We're just going to swap it over. Thank you, babes. Here we go. Yes, there we are. You can tell it's this one because we've swapped the quilt out. I mean, it's just lovely to know which quilt shall we use today.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. We get that. There you are. We're in. We're in. Well, I just want to say welcome, everybody. And I've got two mindful people with me today. If you've not met them, we've got Sam here. So I'm very grateful. Sam, you were my first teacher.
I know. How honoured was I?
We had a conversation one day, didn't we? We just thought, do you know what, we're going to do it. And of course, Susan wasn't long after.
No.
So, but I mean, Susan's well known for her parchment as well.
She is. Absolutely stunning.
So today we thought what we do is we do something a little bit mindful. Because of course there's lots of things that we do for that reason. And I thought the nice thing is, before we sort of start, is just to explain to people what it is to us. So I thought if I go first, because I know I've done this before. Now, back in 2010, I lost my sister. She was only 34 years old, and it was a real tough time. And of course, at the time, I was a full-time school teacher. I was working in design technology with all the boys, as you do. And it was a real tough couple of years, and it took me a while to kind of realise that, you know, it wasn't the right place for me. It wasn't the place to be. And as much as I think I probably was depressed, it was never picked up, and you just get on with life, don't you? And then, of course, eventually I came out of teaching. I actually made a promise, me and my sister did. A few years before, she said she wasn't happy where she was working. She was in the National Health Service, wasn't very happy, and she said, I want to get out. So the year that she actually died, she managed to get herself on a business master's degree.
Oh, wow.
She was going to go back home to live. She was going to go to Keele University. And of course, it never happened. But we both promised each other that we'd change our careers because we weren't exactly happy with it. And of course, a couple of years later, because you get involved and life goes on, I had this almighty nudge, and I can't tell you what it was or how it happened. And all of a sudden, it hit, and I thought, you know what? She's telling me, sort your life out, girl. Get on with it. So that's the kind of thing that we did. Okay, sorry, so I'm not talking loud. So yeah, that's the kind of thing. So that's where John and I decided I was going to get out of teaching. And that first year, so December the 19th of that year, I got out. January the 6th hit, and I was like, I'm not going back to school. I'm not going to do classes anymore. What's happening? And then it hit rock bottom again. And you're like, what have I done? So from there, somebody suggested to me to write morning pages. I'm sure you've heard of it before. And it was like a networking meeting. They said, all right. And I thought, what on earth are morning pages? What's this all about? So I got a notebook, and of course it got a black cover, plain on the inside, and you think, what do I write? So I just started to write. I used different colour pens. Don't ask me what's in that book. I don't know. To this day, I've not read it.
I do something similar.
Yeah.
I do like what I call a scribble letter.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed or a bit overexcited and I want to get all those feelings out, I just let the pen do the work. It all just comes out. And then I can go back to it if I want to and read it.
Yeah.
Or
not. It's just, that's the thing, isn't it? It's getting it out. And I think what got it for me is I didn't know what to write. I'm sure you out there all feel the same, and we kind of have this. Yeah. Of course, you know, please, if you feel the same, put some messages in there. We need a little love today, trust me. So I actually created a journal, and I did it with kids first because I was doing a little bit of supply teaching.
With the kiddies.
And that's what I did. So my very, very first, I said, do you want to show that for us? Just sort of hold it up to the camera. There you go with that one, look. She's like, yeah, come on. So I did this one. This is my very first. Because I couldn't think about what to write, I actually put prompts in it. Yeah, go on, open it up. You can, yeah.
Let's have a little.
Yeah, let's have a little. John, do you want to just put it on overhead for a minute? That'd be great. Yeah, here we go. All right, he's doing it. There you are. So you see here, I gave them little kind of prompts and little spaces, little drawings. This is the very, very first one. Look, that's me playing in the band.
Wow.
Gosh, that was a while back. So this is where it kind of started for me. Look, well, I did by hand years ago. So this is some of the very first things we did. And I found that this really helps, not just me, but other people, just by sharing it. Look, there's John. And so this is where the journey sort of started for me, that films I liked. So of course it moved on from there, and look, there she is. There's my sister Julie. Yeah, just coming off the ship. Look, she used to go cruising with my mum a lot. So I think the nice thing about it is this helped me, as I say, it started to help other dogs. I know, so they're not with us anymore, I know, but we've still got them with us. And this is a little artist trading card. So look at this, see on the back. Nothing on the back, but she made that for me and sent it me. So, just putting little things in. And when you feel that you need a moment, we've all come from that. Absolutely. And this is where I come from with all of this. Sorry, John's shouting at me again. So you can go back to overhead now. So anyway, so that's kind of where it started. And today we wanted to sort of go through a journey with you in terms of where this is all working. So you can zoom out a little bit, John.
Yes, please. No close-ups of the wrinkles, John.
So Susan, do you do anything like this? Is this
not work, I'm more drawing.
You draw?
Yeah.
But do you use emotions and like happy things and that?
Yeah.
That influence your
all the
drawing?
same, yeah, but I'm not good with
I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to leave you two just for a minute talking about that, because I'm going to put some lights on. It's been this early morning.
Some lightage, just to make our skin look even better.
We have lights. You pay the bill. Somebody's put 50p in the meter. Do you remember that?
It was like the money box.
I thought it was a bit cool, yeah. So you draw, Susan, rather than...
I've always doodled and drawing, but I'm not good with words, as you know.
No, absolutely, that's it.
Yeah.
But not everybody is, are they?
No.
So in terms of Sanntangle then, obviously it works really well for you because it isn't
it's
words.
perfect,
It gives you that kind of sort of idea about, I don't know, draw. What's your favourite thing to draw then?
Flowers
and leaves, probably.
Yeah, I love a flower.
Yeah.
And a leaf.
Yeah.
You can do so much with
Yeah,
them.
you can.
But learning about doing real life stuff as well, like through Sanntangle. When the Sanntangle journey starts, you're on a little tile, and then your world opens up, and you've got these fabulous stencils. It's just like,
I know, how did that happen? So what's the first time for you two? What's the first time that Sanntangle actually hit that you thought, you know what, this is something for me? Because I know with Helen, she always says she watched TV for a long time, and she sort of started with the butterfly.
yeah.
So what about you two?
I think for me, I met you in Stevenage. You were doing a show there, and you were doing these beautiful colouring books with watercolours and things. And I was like, oh, I want some of that. So I started following you, and I bought, I think it was the All Occasions.
Oh, right, yeah. Classic. That's
Oh
a
my
good one.
goodness. I was like, I drew that.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed by it, and then shortly after that, lockdown happened.
That's when it hit, isn't it?
So, you were introducing it to the masses,
I know,
not knowing it.
Remember the toilet rolls? Sorry, I digress.
So that's where my Sanntangle journey really started.
Yeah.
And it was transformative, for my life.
Yeah.
It gave me purpose. It gave me a channel to express myself. I get a little bit tied up with my words and that sometimes, which is why I do the scribble letters.
Yeah.
But being able to do drawings and tangles and that to express myself, I just found it amazing. And then, of course, when you first met me, I was a little mouse, wasn't I?
scary bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you kind of forget where you come from. So that's why my little journals are really make it worthwhile, because sometimes, if you're having a bit of a bad day and you look back and you think, do you know what, I was in a really bad day there, but look at me now.
Yeah.
And putting little things in, or writing or drawing little bits and pieces, it doesn't half bring it back to the foreground.
It does.
I think because we've experienced that in many different forms, it kind of brings that truth, doesn't it? We're not just doing this to sell product, although John at the other end's going,
we've all got to make a living.
we absolutely have, but it means that sharing this is almost therapeutic for us as well, in terms of how that kind of works. So loads of different scenarios, really, and I'm sure you've all got your stories, and I've heard a lot of them. I do still get emails. I do try and respond to everybody, but about your stories and about how this has helped. But if you're willing to share, please put in the posts that how it's helped you and all the rest of it. I mean, I never even thought I would write poetry or quotes or verses or anything like that. And I find now it's kind of coming more natural for me to do that. Like with the Christmas cuties, I wrote one about all the little bits and pieces. But we've just got over there, the tiles when they come in the little pack, just on the desk there, Sam. The little piece of paper. Yeah, this is one I wrote because
I love this.
Now I'm going to tell you why I wrote this, and then we'll read it out. I was on a TV craft channel a few years back, and we got tiles on the show because, of course, that's what we sort of started life with. And one of the buyers rung me and said, "What are these tiles? They're just a piece of paper." And you know what? And I was a little bit taken aback, and I was like, "What? What? It's
not just a tile.
It's not just a piece of paper." I mean, for one, it wasn't just a piece of paper. It was a really good quality piece of cartridge paper that we'd printed on and we'd hand cut, because at the time, Joey didn't have the guillotine, did we? We'd got like you got a regular guillotine. We'd got one of those, but it was like a long 1 metre kind of guillotine. You know the ones I mean?
At school.
Yeah, we've got one of them. So we were printing it. I mean, printing's another matter completely. So we were printing these tiles and cutting them by hand. Then hand packing them, and she went, "It's just a piece of paper." Well, I was livid. So my response was to put it down. Yeah. So does anybody else want to read it? Do you want to try it, or do you want me to? Shall I? So this is what I wrote. When you read that, a tile is not just a tile. It's a journey into uncharted territory, an experience with a virtual or present friend, a place of peace, a retreat, a new beginning. And do you know what? It gives me goosebumps, because you just think, that word "just" is so easy. Just do this, just do that, and I'm sure we all get that.
We chuck it about.
Yeah, and I've stopped using it as much. I mean, I can't. It still creeps in, but as much as I can, I won't say, "Oh, it's just a line. Oh, it's just this. Oh, it's just that." It's not just. There's somebody out there that you might never have picked a pencil up since school and drawn something. It's not just a line.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely your first step to your mindfulness, your self-esteem increase, your focus. And I can't say that I say everybody's the same, but it did it for me. And you can see here that we're getting the same sort of thing. So that's really, really important. It's about, it's the quality of giving you something that you know you can work on and it's going to last. But it's all about how you feel. And I think that's the pit of it, isn't it? Absolutely. How do you feel? So lockdown, a little bit of a snippet here. I was doing classes. I mean, I knew Leslie at the time. There was about 8 people in the class. I was doing it in a cafe in Sandtoft, which was kind of across the road from where our little uni was. Mm-hmm. I say little uni, John, it was perhaps a bit longer than this, these 2 rooms put together. Yeah. I reckon so, yeah. And I recently had an operation to remove a tumour in my stomach. So that's how Leslie sort of started working for me. She came in to make sure I'd got a cup of tea every day.
Bless her heart.
And she never left. just run that machine while you're there. So yes, I've known Leslie a long time now. Hi, are you watching? She might still be in bed. She might
I
be.
don't think so. She'll be up.
No. So that's kind of where it started. Then like lockdown hit, and we were just sort of starting with classes and with going on TV more about what we were doing. And it was like, oh my goodness me, what we're going to do now. So John went, we'll go live. I was like, what? He said, just do a Facebook Live. Just do a Facebook Live. And I was absolutely panicking to the hill. We'd got like an old workbench. I'd got a camera and and it was like this, the stand was this tall. It came across and I used to use a piece of string to tape my phone onto the end. I couldn't quite see what was happening on the camera, and so I had to stand. You know, when you get those seats that have got like quite tall, and you've got like a footrest. I stood on the footrest doing this live. I didn't know what on earth I was doing, so I did the first one. I think there's about 50 people. So from 8 to 50, I was like,
it was mad.
I just thought we'll keep classes going, and of course it carried on. And
it did.
And I think even when I did book 2, I thought book 2 is going to be it, you know, and then we're going back to normal, whatever normal is. But obviously, as you follow the journey, it never quite did that.
It becomes part of your life, you know.
Absolutely.
The 2 tiles each week, it's part of your life. Look at
how
much it's evolved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
We've got cameras.
I mean, here, look, let's just come around here. I mean, this is quite an upgrade, but this is the kind of thing we've got.
Wibbly wobbly.
But mine was like quite over the top. I mean, this has got a clip on, so we can actually hold it. But that was it. And that, you know, it was moving around and we're trying to do everything. Whereas now, I mean, yeah, it needs a bit of a tidy up, bless it. But that's his new camera. He's just showing off. So look at this. Oh, Helen. Hi, Helen. And Rose is on today. Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Oh,
Vicky.
Vicky's there.
Lynn.
Oh, Sue. Hi, Sue. Sue Richmond is my twin.
Ah.
Hi, Sue. The only difference is she has long nails and she paints them really nice. And I don't. I mean, I've still got ink from under when cleaning the machine yesterday.
They're working hands.
But they're absolutely fine. But yeah, absolutely.
Rose, my Rose. Hi, Rose.
No, sorry about the noise, Lynn. We're doing the best we can. We've got a little bit of an issue next door today because it is a bit of a scrapyard. And they've got a big, massive sort of like claw thing going around. But yeah, and because we've got 3 people on, we can't sort of use one mic because like we won't hear. So we've got 2 mics here, so it's all about volume. So John keeps doing this to us.
So if we go up and down a bit.
He's dancing in the corner. So that's basically what it is. So we're going to really do our best to make that happen.
Absolutely.
So shall we give you a little bit of an agenda? I do have one.
Yeah.
Of what we're going to do today. Look, I've written it down and everything. So here we go. Oh, hang on. So first 10 o'clock, welcome.
Do you want to come in?
Welcome, I don't mind. It's not bad. It's fine. You want to move there? Welcome, everybody, and welcome you two. I just say thank you for these two for coming up. And they've stopped in a hotel.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Nice little hotel.
Yeah,
stay.
well, to be fair, they've had a weekend, not weekend away. They've had a short break away, haven't they? So yes, we're absolutely doing this today. So we've got some fantastic things lined up for you. So we're going to start off in a minute. Susan's going to do a little bit of mindfulness drawing with us, but she's got a little concertina book.
Oh, yeah, it's so cute.
I know. And if you've never done anything like this, and you think you want to try it, we've got some little kits. So you can actually have one of these kits,
Absolutely.
take it home, and then, of course, you can make what Susan's making. I've even written instructions for you for how to put it together. So we've got that coming up. Then we've got some special offers and different bits and pieces going on with some stencils. So we're going to have a look at a few. We've picked some that we thought would be more, I mean, everything's mindful. We're having this
Absolutely.
conversation this morning. That would be more kind of chill out, mindful. So if you want to have a look on the Sanntangle House Live category on the website, everything that we're going to look at today is on there for you.
Get yourself some deals.
I know, so I have dropped the prices a little bit, so that's good. Sorry, no, don't tell it. Don't. I was quiet on purpose. Crack prices. So yeah, so we're going to have a look at a few of those. We might get a few demos in. So if there's something on that page, on the website, you think, do you know what, I like the idea of that, because I think it's On the Breeze, there's the Dreamcatcher. anything like that that's on the page, and you think, do you know what, I'd like to see that demoed, message us and tell us that that's what you do, because I haven't got a set plan. It's just that I'm quite happy to take it out the packet and do a demo, or any of these two could do that, to be fair, as well. So at 12:30, we're going to do a bit of a break for lunch. So Tommy knows, 12:30, my lunch needs to be ready. Tommy, if you're watching. At 1:30, now it's a little bit different because normally I do my tile on the group page at 2 o'clock. At 1:30, we're going to do it here, live in the studio. So that's going to be half an hour earlier, but of course a different page. So there we go. And then Sam's going to go and do her magic as well. We've got another little book that it's lovely. And of course Sam's also created something to show you where you could take it. Absolutely. If you want to. But again, we've got a kit for that, so if you're up for that, that'd be brilliant. After Sam's finished, we're going to have a look at the Be in the Here and Now book. We're going to have a look at Tangling in Mind. That might be a book you've never seen before. It's one I still use.
It's beautiful.
And it just means that you can sort of live your life and add to it as and when. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then, of course, about 3:20, we'll kind of do a close. And 3:30, we'll finish. So it's going to be more or less a bit of a day. So watch where you can, pop in, pop out, do what you need to do, get yourself a cuppa, and just support these two. Because I do this is part of what I do. I absolutely love it. I love being able to engage with you and interact. So please, put these lovely little, little dream catcher. I know, Vicky. But these two, give them a little bit of love and support because they've never done this before. They've been on camera, they've done classes, but
it's totally different.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Helen can contest to that. Helen, we think you did a fabulous job.
Yes, very much so.
At the weekend, because she nearly did have to fly solo. We won't say much more, but Helen, what a trooper! You absolutely did me proud. So it's great.
Well done.
All my teachers do, and that's what we are. We're all about the same thing. So we're going to shut up for a little bit, although we're going to keep talking to Susan. We're going to leave her, give her some space. So she's going to do a bit of a demo for us. If you're ready, give her a little round. Oh, don't. She'll be fine. Let me move all my stuff, and you can have the space, all right? Just tell me to shift. It's fine. So do you want to tell us what you're going to do then, Susan? Give us a little bit of a rundown as to what's happening.
Right, so I'm going to show you how to make up this little concertina book. It's lovely. I keep this in the bag because there's many a time I've been stuck somewhere and I'm thinking, I wish I had my pen and paper.
Absolutely, yeah.
I will keep it in the bag.
Now you are in control as well of John.
Am I?
Not that he's easy to control. So if you see that and you think, do you know what, I want to show something and I need overhead, you can do, oi, John, please.
and if by magic, overhead.
There we go. A little bit of a zoom, maybe, John. You have to kind of control it a little bit. Here we go. He's doing it. He's got too many cameras to play with now. That's what it is. Here we go. It's coming.
So these system like yesterday.
Yeah. So this is nice little piece. Shall I actually just put? Here we go. Something underneath that. There you go. So we can, because that paper's white on the desk.
Right, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So what have we got here? What's this?
Got 2 pieces of paper.
Yeah. Absolutely.
9 centimetres.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the paper and everything you need in the kit.
Yeah. Danny says she can't hear you.
Sorry.
Bit louder.
Doing our best.
Right,
she hasn't got a volume control.
I'm rubbish. And when I'm drawing, I'm even quieter, but
We'll keep it going.
I'll do my best.
All right, we'll translate.
2 little pieces of pattern paper.
Okay.
2 smaller pieces of grey board.
Mm-hmm.
And a little piece of 12 by 5. Is it? 12 inch by 5 centimetres.
Yeah.
And it's scored every 2 inches.
I know. Who scored that last night?
You did.
I know. Especially. All right. Okay.
All right.
Now, do you know what? When we're talking with this, touching this paper, something as well, I think it might be worth noting, because it's really hot in here, and of course it's been really hot at home. What would you suggest they should do before touching the paper, because of like the oil on your hands and things?
Wash them.
Yeah. Do you think? I think not. I'm saying you need to wash your hands. Well, I'm saying at home. I'm just helping. Just wash your hands, because all that oils that are on your hands and things. Sometimes it transfers, so you just want to make sure that You know,
Yeah,
you've not got
absolutely.
sweaty palms. Not that Susan has.
I'm not, I'll just
Yeah.
go back.
We're just saying to help you out. That's all.
Just
all right.
wipe them on your jeans.
Okay,
that
so
works.
yeah, so I'm already upsetting teachers. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So it's got scores, yeah.
it's got scores every 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, Andrea says you're doing great.
Who said?
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Oh, thanks everybody.
So I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Fold that.
Yeah. We've all done that at school, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, look at that.
Okay,
Dead
that's
easy.
ready. So now I'm gonna get my glue.
Oh, she said it was hers. Hey.
Yeah, you better check this is still in.
I'm gonna have to check her bag before she leaves.
Yeah, Peter, if you're watching, I need one. Alright, so bit of glue on here. Never used this before.
That's it, just squeeze. Yeah.
That's great, isn't
It's
it?
great, isn't it? It's
It
a great
is.
little tool.
I do need one. So just centre it ish.
Yeah, we've got scissors. We've got everything else.
Yeah, bro.
It's all good.
Alright, same with this one.
So this is going to be a little kit, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're going to get everything you need to make it.
John, I'm alive. It's us. Just hang up, just
That's not
yeah.
good.
Yeah, because on this camera it's not, but on
No.
mine it's. There we are. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Give us a minute. Oh, what are we doing here? What's going on? Give him a minute. Give him a minute. Yeah, all right. Yeah, hang on, Helen. I think Nikki mentioned it as
Oh,
well.
look, they're telling us, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see it. Yeah, we're sorting it.
It's a good job of it picking our nose, isn't it? Absolutely. All right. All she's done at the minute, she's got a piece of grey board and she's stuck it into the middle. If it comes a problem, we'll have to hold it up to the overhead. We can sort it out. We don't know. It's right on this as well, but it's not on the camera. It's not on the live, John. All right. Let's just take a breath, everybody.
Yeah, good moment to have a bit of breath.
Okay. Because it was on the overhead not a short while ago, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Don't know. We don't know. Okay. We don't know. But what do we suggest? We could just keep talking.
Yeah, we
for
could.
hours.
We could.
It's fine, isn't it? It's not a problem. We could do that.
Shall we have a look at one of the
Shall we?
stencils
Yeah.
that we've got on
Yeah, do you want
today?
to pick one? Pick one. We'll see if we can get John's just frantically wandering around, see if he can sort it. So Sam's just picking a stencil. Let's see. Come on. Right.
Grid-based designs.
Absolutely. Yeah, you tell us why you picked that one, do you think? You give us a bit of an insight.
Well, I think a lot of the work is already set out for you. You've got this beautiful paper that you can draw on. And then within the stencil kit, you've got, let me just show you the,
Thanks, Sam.
let me just show you the pack. There it is. So that's the little pack. Now our lovely Sharon, she did some fantastic little grid design stuff.
She did, didn't she? Brilliant.
Yes.
She's still doing it, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she's got one on Thursday.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I've been out of it for a
absolutely.
little while. But grid work is very repetitive, and you can get really into the zone of being in the moment. You don't have to think too hard because it's all set out for you with the little squares and that. So you don't have to think about, oh, that's got to go here, there, because it's very repetitive. And with the repetitiveness, you can just lose yourself in the design. So look, here's a beautiful example.
Oh, actually, Helen's just asked, is it possible to tangle on acrylic paints when dry? Now, they're plastic-based, aren't they? Well, let's say plastic polymer-based. So Sharpie wouldn't be a problem at all.
There's
I reckon.
a certain brand, I can't remember what it is, but you can buy those and you can draw on the top of those.
Okay.
But I think if you put like
It would work, wouldn't it?
a matte
Yeah.
varnish on the top, that works as
Yeah,
well.
I reckon it would.
Right, so all I did was stick the grey board in the middle of these little pattern papers. Okay, so then I'm going to fold, I like to fold these before I cut the corners.
Yeah, we know sound's going in and out a little bit. That's just because our volumes are a little bit different, that's all. But hopefully you can get to see to watch the demo. This is the little concertina book kit that Susan's just demonstrating for you now. Really nice little kit, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
It is nice. Right, so I'm just going to cut the corners.
Sanntangle scissors.
Very sharp.
They are, yeah, watch your fingers.
Excellent.
Please don't cut yourself on air.
No, try not.
Oh, thank you, Peter. He says he can hear us and the overhead is on. Yeah, what a relief.
Ask him if he's ordered me glue.
Yeah. She says, have you ordered the glue? It's a tonic glue system. You can get it on Hobby Maker.
It's good though, isn't it?
It is actually,
It is.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I know that there are other systems, but that works really well. Alison, yes, the kits are on the website now, and of course Alice is downstairs. She's here till 12:30 today, so if you would rather give us a call, you can do that. She's there. She'll answer the phone. Or we'll hear it going up here. But, oh, John, shut the phone down upstairs. Because I know last time we were on air and I did some ink and somebody asked about it and I said, no, you need to ring now. The next second you can hear the phone going. Oh, sorry, anyway, I digress.
All right, so got me glue. This is it, Peter. A bit of glue on top and then just stick it down.
Okay. How much glue do you have to use, do you think? Just for somebody that's never done it before?
I just do what we go.
Yeah, I mean, wet glue,
Yeah.
hardly any, because it's going to do it, it's going to adhere. And
Do you use like high-tack one for durability?
you can do if you want, yeah. The one thing I perhaps wouldn't use is double-sided tape.
I know, I
Yeah.
tried that on the sample, it wasn't good.
No. Do you know what, Gwen Fletcher, love her to bits, she told me once, she said I wouldn't use like double-sided tape for something like this. She said, because it's always sticky. She said, but with glue, it's sticky until it dries, and then it's set, and that's it. So it's just a little bit of a snippet there. Yeah.
I did my sample with double-sided tape.
Oh, Helen, can you just give Alice a call just to make sure? Oh, it might be that I've set them to draft and they're not. Can you give her a quick bell? Actually, if I leave you two to it, I can go and just check that. Is that all right?
Yeah.
We're all doing fine? Right, okay. I'll see you in a bit. Keep that volume up, girls.
So keep that volume
Yeah,
going.
I did a sample with double-sided tape, and
Yes.
the sun was shining through the window, and when I went back a bit later,
It was
was
all
lifted
flipped up.
Yeah, so glue's definitely better.
And I find as well, sometimes with the glue dots and that later on down the line, they can sometimes leave a bit of a residue. So
Yeah.
I like the wet glue because you've got more control what you're doing.
Okay, so I've got a length of ribbon, and I'm going to just hold that down there with some tape.
Just in the middle,
In
yeah?
the middle, yeah. Okay. So then we're going to stick... We're going to stick this down with my glue.
Okay, just go all over the cardstock.
Yeah, I go around the edge and then a little. So you want to centre it as much as you can. Okay, so then I'm going to glue this other side.
And just leave those ribbon bits.
Just what?
So that will tie around the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
So again, centre it on this one. All right. What have I done? Cut that in.
Going rogue.
Okay. So, and then you're just going to tie a little bow.
That's cute. I like it a lot.
Oops. And there's your little concertina book ready for tangling it.
So that you can sew the And you're going to get everything in that little kit to make that little booklet, concertina booklet, which you be perfect for your tiny tiles, or even cut up a regular tile. And,
Yeah, you could put that on later, couldn't you? If you
Absolutely.
wanted. Yeah.
And because it's a concertina, it doesn't matter how much you put inside there.
No, it doesn't, does it? 'Cause it'll
No.
just be a bit
It's
wide.
just going to expand.
Yeah. So it would be nice if you did your math and layering, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, bring in some colour, which could match to your papers, couldn't you?
So now for the
So,
exciting bit.
on this. Yeah. Oh, the best bit.
Put the lid on.
I'll do that when you get ready.
Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple of these.
John says he's going to retire.
How long have you been saying that for, John? Yeah, where is it?
In my bag,
Hold
sorry.
on. This bag?
No, in the other bit.
This one.
No, in other bit, sorry.
What most circles do? On here?
Let me see.
Fussy.
No,
No.
sorry.
Oh,
Take to the bag.
I knew I'd forget something.
it's all right. It's not a problem. So far we're doing all right. Yeah, I've managed. They are on the website. It's me. I put them on as draft. Oh, Tommy's just wandered in. Come on, Tommy.
Hello.
Look at what we've got here. Now, yesterday we did a quick video, and Susan and Sam brought a little tile, and we printed it onto fabric, didn't we? Do you want to show yours?
Yeah.
Right, we'll let Sam show hers.
Yeah.
Have you've just put it through the heater?
Yeah, it's literally just on it now.
Come on, say hello. There he is.
Hello. Hello. I didn't know which side I was going to come in from.
No, absolutely
Oh, I
not.
can see that.
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, we had a bit of a play yesterday. Just
Exciting.
oh, here she is. She's
Thank
got
you.
it. Thank you very much.
Look
Look
what
what
he's
he's
got.
got. Come and show it.
Oh my goodness, look!
Thank you, Tommy.
That's okay. I must go do some more work.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
Unless you put the kettle on anytime soon.
there.
Yeah, you've never put it on. Let's see it. What are you going to make with them?
I don't know. I'm just too excited at the moment.
Do you want coffees, everybody?
I'd love a coffee,
Coffee.
please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know.
Sugar?
Oh my goodness!
She's too
No,
excited.
just like coffee.
Look at this, guys.
Sam, do you want sugar?
Oh yes, please. 2, please. Thank you, Tommy. Oh my goodness me!
Yeah. Put on the overhead, John. Hopefully. Oh, test, test. Here we go.
You don't know how exciting this is.
Who else is
Guys. Look,
Okay, look at this.
how pretty is that?
All right.
I
Hopefully.
think I might have to make Flossie, which is my Mackenzie.
Absolutely. Look
Some
at
clothes,
that. Yeah.
maybe little
Yeah.
purse or something. Oh, I don't know.
So, Susan, what was this one then? With yours?
That was one of my lovely up tiles.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that. So you probably recognise the design, guys, because like she said, it's a levelling up tile.
Absolutely. So completely different. It's one of those things. I mean, we had to scan them in here. Of course, they've got to be such high quality to get them on there. But so same but different.
Yeah.
So you'll recognise those patterns. They're lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Oh, things you're going to do. What are you going to do, Susan? With yours?
I don't know.
You don't know. Just look at it and stroke it for a while.
I might have to try sewing. 'Cause I don't sew, but
Absolutely. Well, you do now.
Yeah.
Now we do.
So either
now
that,
we
or
do.
she's going to get that glue gun out.
yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice of Tommy bringing them up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, well, we digress again, but we wanted to share the love with you. It's lovely.
I'm
You know.
definitely feeling
you.
the love.
And then I might have to make something for Susan.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, again, then I'll just make something.
Yeah, just this afternoon.
Just knock something up.
Yeah, I'll do it for it.
All right, thank you, John. John's
Alright.
relieved. Right, okay, so we digress. Where were we? Almost on the overhead.
So I'm going to use it. This is one of my favourites. I use it a lot.
It's kind of an essential.
It is.
Like in your essentials kit,
Yeah.
you should have one of those, I reckon.
it is one of those sort of go-to little. So because it comes with squares as well, doesn't it? That?
It does.
That's not in the Sanntangle house category today, but it is on the website.
Okay, so I'm just going to pick one of these lists. Also, with this, you could do a continuation, couldn't you?
You could, yeah, or one a day.
Yes, one a day.
Because it's like a week's worth almost of tiles, isn't it? So you could start Monday and do the whole week, a little bit each day.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go with, I've numbered mine from smallest to largest, so I'm going to go with number 12. Sorry, I'm going to go with 12. It goes quiet though when I'm...
I know, we all do
when
that.
I'm
I know.
growing,
Yeah, it's
so
one of those
relax.
things.
Well, because you're getting in the zone. That's
That's
the
what
thing.
it is. Yeah.
All right, so then I'm going to put number 13 as well. That's in ink, and I'm just going to put number 14 in pencil.
You use the mechanical pencil, don't you? You love that.
Yeah, I use this all the time for my shading and everything.
I use it for shading as well because
Yeah.
it's got that in.
Okie dokes, right. So I'm also going to use number 4. That's the fourth smallest out there in ink. Yep. Okay. I'm going to try and not wobble now.
But you or the desk.
Me. Alright, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to do a curve out to the side. And I'll put another one in here.
Do you draw every day, Susan?
Every day, yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, I've got a massive great big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had a pen in my hand from being a child. So, yeah, my favourite shop was a pen shop in town when I was 8.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do another small one there. It is a bit wobbly, but I'm finished.
We
Another one.
embrace the wobbles, Susan,
Yeah.
don't we?
Absolutely, yeah. There's no such thing as a mistake.
Another little
And if
one.
all else fails, it's a piece of paper. Yeah. Or there's a white gel pen you can go over.
Yeah, you're probably not sick wobble when we finish.
Or fill it in ink and then go over it with a white gel pen.
No, a little strap, a little curved strap. I'm going to fill that with ink. I've gone quiet again.
Yeah.
You know that you're doing it, don't you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh. It's one of them things.
There's something nice about filling little areas in with the ink, though, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I sort of, do you have an idea what the end result's going to be? Do you know exactly, or do you just go with the flow and see where it leads?
When first time I did it, just went with the flow, but I do know what I'm doing today. Because I'm on here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, of
I
course,
just pick up a pen and see where it takes me.
Yeah. When I do tiles, I do prep my tiles, but I can't say they're always the same. So my Be in the Here and Now book, I've got my tiles that I draw pre-tile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pre-live, and then in my folders at my archive, I've got my actual. If you to look at the two together,
They're always a bit different.
they're always a bit different. Yeah, I don't want to restrict or constrain myself in any
No.
way in order to think I've got to do what I've done if it doesn't work. So no. See, Susan's having a lovely time. Look at that.
This is me, my zone. This is what I like.
Yeah, just sort of chilling.
Yeah.
You know, I've got that pattern later on in my tile. Have you been looking at
Have you? Or have you been looking at mine?
Mine's the same but different. It's got a little bit of black filling in it.
Alright, that's that. In this second little bit, I'm just going to do scallop.
Scallop.
No, I'm not. I wasn't.
We are
I'm
now.
not.
Are you?
I am now.
Oh,
See, it's different. The same but different.
yeah. What made you start in the middle? Not like one end.
I don't know. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't
that's a
believe
nice thing.
I've done that. I've drawn this how many times?
I'm just trying to ask you what the people might be thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just hope it works out. I'm sure it will.
Sure it will.
Well, it might not now because it's not as big as
on yes. Somebody asked me that.
I don't think.
Do you know, I've already been asked that. Now, when you think about it, there are 52 pieces of art in there that I've still got to draw. Well, absolutely, I think it's been one of the best things for me.
Yeah.
And for you out there as well, it's been brilliant.
It's a lovely, lovely little book. If you haven't already got it,
It's
you need it in your life.
It's on offer today.
Plus, I think it makes the perfect little gift.
Do you know what? Yeah, absolutely. And I think what it's taught me is because I'm not a perfectionist. I don't believe in that word particularly. But I think the thing is teaching you that it doesn't matter if something's not finished. Mm-hmm. So if I get to the end of the week and I've drawn a bit and it's not beautifully coloured, or I've really not done anything on it, it doesn't matter. I still turn the page and leave it. And that teaches you something about life as well. That sometimes if you can't get something done by the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
You know, you take a deep breath and think, you know, I'll leave it and I'll move on. Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah.
And so it's not just about drawing and colouring in, is it? It's
more.
It's
so
more.
much
It's
more.
life as well and how you feel about yourself. So I think that teaches you something, because I know a lot of you out there do think once you start a drawing you've got to finish it, and it's not the case at all. You do as much as you feel you need to. I told you I've been working on a picture that Carla very kindly let me have a look at. You know Carla Bagshaw?
Oh, yes.
She does all her quilling. Well, we were looking at her owl, and I said, oh, that'd be great if it was tangled.
Oh, wow.
So I've actually tangled, she gave me the image, I've tangled it, I've inked it, I'm going to quill over the top of it.
Oh.
So it was a little bit of a collab, so yeah. I did ask Carla's permission, I didn't just nick it, she let me. But yeah, I've got that with me today actually, I might do a quick sneak peek. I'm ready to quill.
It's beautiful.
I'm absolutely ready to quill it now. It's all the outside's done, and the inside.
So what have you done in their little...
Well, there wasn't, but there's little bubbles in there now.
Because we were too busy
Off
talking.
the cuff, doing little bubbles. I love it.
Oh, sorry, Rose, we're trying to be as clear as we can. We've got two mics, and we're all sort of... Well, Susan and Sam have never done this before, so keeping the volume. We'll get there. As long as you can see what she's doing.
Right, so I'm gonna...
Rose says she can't hear you, so speak
Alright,
up.
I'm gonna mirror that scallop.
Oh, cup of tea time. Right, okay. You can come across. It's like the canteen to come in. We just need a little trolley now. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've got Tommy and Alice in the house.
Yay!
Yay!
Say hello.
I know. Little dolled up today, our Alice is.
She looks
She is
gorgeous.
lovely.
Lovely.
Nice, doesn't she?
Yeah. Tommy does do a good cup of tea. He does.
You taught him well then.
I
You trained him
absolutely.
up
That
well.
was the first job when he came in.
Can you make
He
tea?
came for a day's trial, and the first question was, can you make a good cup of tea? Absolutely. This is looking lovely, Susan, by the way. So we're digressing.
Right, so I'm just going to put a little loop in these.
Good, isn't it?
Cute. So cute.
Cute as a button.
So these little booklets, you could actually share them with your grandkids or your children. You can make them so like they're more kiddie friendly. You know, do maybe a big long caterpillar along.
Yeah,
That's
that's
section.
Yeah, we'll just keep adding to it. We're international, Susan.
Oh, wait.
Shelley's watching. Morning, Shelley.
Where's
Hi,
Shelley?
Shelley.
She's an American.
Oh,
Hey. That's good, going international.
yeah.
I wonder where the furthest we've gone.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, some of my portrait ladies from Australia, they always watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, yeah, Susan. Some of my ladies.
Some of
Would you
mine.
like your cup of coffee there, or are you busy drawing?
No, I'm alright.
You're all right.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna draw a little slope, and then another one, and then
Ah.
I'm gonna attempt to draw a little tree. Not the best, but it don't matter if I wobble now, does it?
No, you need a bit of wobble for a having a mindful moment is actually taking the time to look at something.
Yes.
It might be as simple as a leaf, you know, and you can use that as your inspiration in your artwork. Draw the outline of the leaf and then
Absolutely.
go in with tangles.
Yeah.
And
Do you know, Finley brings me leaves,
Oh.
doesn't he? He brings me all sorts of other things as well that I don't like.
Yes.
But
Have you got a tortilla?
have I got a tortilla?
Oh,
Yeah, I've got a tortilla. Oh, do you want a new one?
Yes, please.
A new
brand
one.
new
Do
one.
you know, just because I've offered, you didn't have to say.
It's special when you get a new one, though.
I mean, even like you choose.
Thank you. Thank you. I am just going to cover these little leaves.
I love a new
with
tortillon.
Oh,
my
something
ink.
so special about it, isn't there?
This one's quite. But I also
It's
like.
usable. It's usable.
Can we just do the how to make the tortillon?
Yeah, go on, go for it.
I love this. So we've got a little bit of squishy ends, which is great if you're working on bigger projects.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah.
But if you're working on a little diddy project and you've only got one tortillon, just grab yourself. You can use a paper clip. I've got like a hair
Can you?
pin
Ooh, that's
because it's
posh.
pretty. But look what happens. You just put it up the middle
Notch it.
and it grows.
It gets a little bit sharper.
And there you go, you've got a nice point. And of course you can use a little bit of sandpaper or a nail file to clean it up.
Yep.
But yeah, I love that.
So when she's driving and the police officer stops you and they ask you what this is, and you go, oh, it's making my tortillas grow. Oh, can you imagine? Sorry, officer, it's a dangerous weapon.
Right, coming in with my graphite now. I'm going to put some.
Oh, Vicky, no, tell her not to worry, sweetheart. Well, this is going to go on to YouTube. Chris is going to sort that for us, so she'll be able to pick it up anytime.
Is that Lorraine?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, because she's moved house, hasn't she?
yeah.
So,
I hope it all went well.
yeah, yeah. How'd you live with no internet? Remember that holiday we had, John? We actually booked it was a new done-up house.
Holiday? You mean
Yeah, no, in
one
Whitby.
night stay?
In Whitby. And we got the dogs in the car, we got the stuff, because it was going to be one of those times we were doing it. Was it a long weekend or was it 5 days? Something like that.
5 days.
And John said you could just go sit and design and draw, it'd be fine. And we got there and I was like, where's the Wi-Fi? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, where's the Wi-Fi? I can't be without Wi-Fi because they're downloading pictures and stuff like that.
Yep.
There wasn't any. So John rang the people that we booked it from. They're like, well, it wasn't ever any Wi-Fi. I'm like, it was whilst we wouldn't have booked it. How long did we stay?
With me?
Long as we've had coffee.
Yeah, we had a cup of coffee. Well, John had a cup of coffee. I had a cup of tea. And we got the dogs back in the car and we went home. Absolutely.
Bless your heart.
Right, so I'm just softening this graphite now.
Oh, look at that.
I
You
love
got-
this bit.
You
It's
got
like
any tips,
magic.
Susan, for using a tortillon? Because I get asked a lot, but you might have something different to me.
Don't think so. Just hold it at the ends and on the side. I don't press hard. You don't need to press hard.
No, not really.
And yeah, I have to go back and forth. Back and forth if I don't want it to move much.
Mhm.
If I want it to move more, I tend to do it in little circles.
Brilliant.
So I've noticed while we've been jabbering away,
Yeah,
you've added some little grass.
little grassy bits on them.
Sweet bird.
She's just gone on with it, hasn't she? She's
Beautiful.
like, not listening to you two ramble.
Right, so in this little bubble, I'm just going to go all the way around. A little bit more on this side.
Perfect.
Go with me tortillon.
Oh, the noise. I know you probably can't hear that. It's scratch, 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 scratch. You
Noise.
just love it. Oh, it's brilliant.
I think as well, this little book is great if you've not got a lot of time on your hands and you just need to do something. You can grab this little book.
It's not like overwhelming, is it?
It's not.
I mean, if you think of our tiny tiles, our 5 centimetres, that's exactly what this is, but all together. I know we've not done like an advent quite a while now. It's just how time goes. But maybe something like this is a bit more achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we sort of look at doing something I mean, this is actually the cartridge paper. It's the same paper we use for the tiles. So don't just think it's only one side. You can use both sides of it.
Absolutely.
Ink it if you want, all sorts of things. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Ah, that's slightly different than I wanted, but
But who's going to know? Nobody's going
Nobody's
to know.
gonna know.
Yeah.
No.
If you were going to put colour on that, Susan, what would you do? Not that you've got to. I'm just saying, how would you help people
I'd probably just do the hills and the green and a bit of blue in the sky. That's all.
Yeah, so you just bring that little bit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Time for another one.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Shall we give it time for another one? Being that we did mess up with the overhead a little bit. But no. John's going, what?
Okie doke. So I'm going to start in this corner. Okay.
So you could have started anywhere, I suppose, couldn't you, really, with this?
Yeah.
Just go where you feel, kind of thing. Yeah.
And I'm gonna put a grid in the bottom there.
Sam's crept under the camera, but it's not that one's not.
Oh dear.
Oh, you know.
So I'm filling this with a grid, just little curved lines.
You get to a certain age, you've got to have dippy moments.
Oh dear.
And I'm gonna just put a little circle where each of these lines cross.
We kind of shut up now. There we go. No sounds. Because we're all drinking our tea and coffee and watching Susan and just having a mindful moment.
Okay.
There.
I'm gonna come with some petals, quite large ones.
So if you struggle to do like petals sort of freehand, you could sort of draw in a bit of a guideline, couldn't you?
You could,
And
yeah.
mark it out a little bit.
Mhm. Alright, so I'm gonna put a little turnover on this left hand side of each one.
It just gives it a little bit of elevation, doesn't it, with the petals to give it
Yeah.
a bit of movement.
I'm going to fill these little turnovers with stripes this time.
I do love a stripe.
Sorry. Filling it with stripes.
You know, she'll go home tonight and she'll be shouting at her husband. He'll be like, no, don't shout. I'm sorry. This is the volume that I'm learning. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's because I'm loud. That's what he's saying, is Sandra, you're loud. That's what he's saying. So, you know what, when I was in school, I didn't need a microphone. I tell you, I could tell a kid was going to do something wrong at 60 pacing, and sometimes I didn't have to look. And if I had to bellow, by God, they heard me. Rattle the door.
You think I'd be good at shouting because I've got 8 children.
I know.
I
Oh my
think I'd have to
God.
be shouting to myself heard. But,
Oh my God, yeah.
You didn't like watching telly then?
No. Leave them all at school. Do you know, after I'd shouted though, suddenly the door would open slightly and a cup of tea had been put in. The technician would think, oh, she's having a go again. And he'd like, just drop me a cup of tea and then shut the door quietly.
What are you doing there?
I'm doing, yeah, another one in the opposite corner.
Oh, Rose, I've got that. Right, she's asking a question. I've got that right here, so I can show you that in a bit. If I can ever get Susan off, that's it, guys.
I'll be quick. I want to show my book at end though. I just need to know. Sorry.
I don't know what Nikki said, but I'd overrule you. I assume that's John. So we're trying to have a mindful moment here, and all we're doing is like taking the mess in the background. Sorry, Susan. You carry on. She's just going to hit us after, isn't she?
But the thing is, I think mindfulness is about having a bit of fun as well. It's about being in that moment, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I think that's where classes used to come in really well.
Yeah.
And I do miss that.
But you've got a class coming up.
I have got a class coming up, yeah. But, you know, I know it's virtual, and I know we can't quite have this kind of laugh, but if we do it all together, it feels like that.
Yeah.
We can't do them at the moment, sort of like together. And it doesn't always work that way. It's something, but then it means that something like, if Shally wanted to do it in America, she could.
She can join in.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
So
the good
it still gets
virtual,
everybody
isn't it?
together.
Yeah.
And I can still see posts and what people put on. So we're still having a conversation. See, John's getting all stroppy now, look. Like, nobody takes any notice of me.
Chris put one on about you having tea over there.
I know, because, yeah, to be fair, John said no drinks in the studio.
Oh,
And I've kind of broke that rule.
Being naughty.
oh dear.
It's all right.
Where's Dobby? He must.
Do you know what? I
Brings a bit of
don't. I
naughtiness.
think he's downstairs with all the other owls because we've got Myko down there, and he's trying to sort of man the positions. He's by the front door, you know, saluting people as they come in. I mean, how he's still wearing that hat, I never know. It's roasting. He's there somewhere, but Dobby's sunning himself somewhere.
He's got clothes on though, yeah.
I hope so.
Well, you know what he's like.
I hope so. Alice is down there. She'll keep an eye on him. Because when him and Tommy together, then yeah, all hell could break loose. But when Alice is sort of in the building, he does pay attention to Leslie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rings and says, "Oi," he's like, "I'm so
Sort him
sorry."
out.
Yeah,
Sort him out,
absolutely.
Les.
Oh, I up, shall I? Oh, Peter. They're all ganging up now. Look, I know how you feel, John.
Oh! Have you ordered that glue gun yet? So what are you doing now?
Adding some shading, yeah. We graphite again.
So you've gone on the side where you've done the little lines.
Yeah, I'm just going on the inside of that curve, and then where I've done the. That's gonna break.
Right,
You got one.
yeah, of course I have. Of course I have. Here you go.
The inside of that turnover.
Some spares. You know, I'm one of my 6 million pencil cases.
And go along the bottom.
I
This
have-
front layer.
I have little Sanntangle kits all over the place. I don't know right now.
I've got an emergency bag in my car.
Yeah.
Just in case. I took that on Sewing Street and I said I've got an emergency bag. People were like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. I've actually got two I've done in my fabric and one I did in John Scott's fabric.
I love this.
Oh, this is another one of my kits. You're going to have to start sewing more. Oh, yeah.
Do you sew a bit, Sam?
You know, some people say they can't sort of draw a straight line or anything.
You can't sew a
I
straight
can't
line.
sew a straight line.
There are things that you can use to help you with that.
Sewing machine.
That kind of starts it. Okay, which one was that? My mum started sewing again. She's got one, and I had to sort of explain to her that you could slow it down because, of course, she can't really use her feet much. So we've got like the hair of the tortoise, you know, so she can press the button and it goes as slow as a tortoise. And then when she comes to my house, it's like as fast as her hair. So but yeah, she's been sewing. Yeah, so she's done a few bits. But then she sort of half does it and then brings it to me and goes, "Sandra, will you just? There you go, Susan. I put you in fresh
Thank
money.
you.
You're welcome."
My mum, bless her, she was sewing machinist all her life, but she never taught me.
No, I think yeah. Maybe she thought it's just a job. See, there's that word again. Just, it's not, is it? Oh.
Oh, that's another little one.
Looking cute.
Okay. But can I quickly show you?
Yeah, of course you can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, these are a couple.
Here's one I've done earlier.
Yeah.
I
Can you
recognise
zoom out a
that.
little bit, John?
I recognise the papers.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Okay. So
Oh.
that's what that should have been like. Slightly different, but not much. Okay. So that's bad. So
Yeah.
Thank you. That's, but this one I did for the kiddies, and I used the new journal for kids that you
Oh,
brought out, Tangling one.
the tangling and drawing
And I
the
just
kids.
did the little critters.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, brought a little glitter and gel pens.
What a perfect little project for
Look.
the summer holidays, peeps.
Oh, look at that. I mean, Chris is saying here, look, I need to start sewing again. It was Sandra that convinced me to buy my sewing machine. You absolutely do. Mine's never away. Never away. You need to do it. Chris, you need to. Even if it's just little pockets for things.
There's one more thing.
Oh, go on, sorry.
I thought about
She's
this
like, shut up, Sandra.
I thought about this when I couldn't sleep last night. I lying in bed. I thought you could give this to somebody that's maybe not having the best time at the minute, and I'd put little words on the bottom like, "You are stronger than you think." To fit on here, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
And then tangle above it,
Yeah,
and that'd be lovely to give to somebody, wouldn't it?
absolutely would, yeah. There's something else as well. You know, if you go to a mate's or something,
Yes.
you could take two of them.
Yeah.
And whilst you're both sitting having a cuppa, you've both
Yeah.
got a little
Or
book
maybe a
each.
bottle of Prosecco.
Absolutely, yeah. Or you know, so I mean, I know Leslie and I did this, and it's kind of far by the way because I'm a bit busy. Is we did buy a book for journaling in, and we got the papers and everything,
Yes.
and we actually did it over Messenger. So I'd be at my house, she's at hers, and we'd spend an hour just doing bits of journaling
On the
together
video.
on the video. So we're still talking and chatting as though we were together. So we do need to pick that up again at some point. It's just I'm a bit busy, but something like this really nice, and this is just such a nice thing to do. Of course, once you've made one, you can just copy it, can't you, and make others. So the kit includes everything that you see here. So what you saw Susan start with, so you've got this lovely cartridge paper. It's going to be pre-scored. You're going to get a bit of ribbon. You're going to get the grey board pre-cut. You're going to get some paper. Now your paper is going to vary. It's going to be different, but it's still going to be lovely. You don't want something really thick. You want something that's going to fold over nice. And in case all you've got to do, what Susan did, is stick this one down, put your little flaps, fold them down, stick this to this, and then there's you've got your book. You could, I suppose, if you wanted, draw it first, and then stick it to it. But I think your idea of putting it in a bag and just keeping it with you, and you've got it. I mean, this is great for leaning on as well, isn't it? Because it's grey board.
Yeah.
So rather than having to open the whole thing, you could just have a little bit and then just work on that and then keep folding it.
Yeah.
So all sorts of things that you could sort of do there. So yeah. Oh yeah, Leslie's there. Hi Leslie. Yeah, I know, because we did the first page, didn't we? And then, but I've still got it. So yeah, we do need to do that. So round of applause for Susan. Of course, thank you so much for doing that, and of course for dealing with the overheads and everything in the middle of it. But we're going to give her a chance to go and have a cup of coffee now, and I think we're going to have a look at some of the stencils. So I know we talked about the circle, so I'll have a little look at that before we sort of nick off. Can I have my pencil though?
Oh yeah. Have I got your?
It doesn't matter, they're all the same, is it? Do you know? Let me just check, is my glue gum there?
For now.
I'll just move this over here.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, hello everyone. Hope you've enjoyed that. I just thought it's something really nice to have a go at. Just a little bit chilled out, and Susan's done a brilliant job sort of showing you how you could sort of use it as well. Yeah, we did just see Sam go across there. Yeah, I'm going to see a limbo now and go underneath the camera.
Is he having me on again?
No, it's true. It's actually on camera. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, well, as we said, mindfulness. It's not always about being serious. It's not always about you sort of thinking I've got to be on my own. It can be with people as well. And you know, smile and laughter really helps. And if you're feeling down, even if you smile and you don't feel like it, it does happen. It does make you feel better.
The action of the smile
Absolutely.
does something to the brain.
So, you know, doing this, and we want you to feel part of it. So it's one of those things that, yeah, it's just nice to have a bit of a play, isn't it? So let's have a little look at this circle stencil that we've got now. It's one that we've had in for a short while, and it's sort of a smaller version of what Susan had got there. What we lost, Susan?
No, that we've got.
She's eye candy.
Oh, right, hey, up, she's here again. So yeah, so it works pretty much the same as our little circles, but it's got a few differences. So John's just going to zoom in a little bit. Now I've got to keep him on his toes. There we go. All right, lovely. Thank you very much. So first things first is you've got all these different circles, and it tells you the size. Whereas of course on my stencil it doesn't. I don't really worry about size all the time. Oh, Chris says, congratulations, Susan. Why are you laughing?
Lovely.
All right, so we've got measurements on there, so you can sort of think if I do need a 2.5, I've got 2.5, I've got 2, 1.5, go down to a 1, and they draw really nicely. The only thing I wished it did have is a centre dot, but I'm not too concerned about that because you've got other things you can do. So working on sizes, you've got all the different measurements around the side as well, so you can actually give yourself your angles if you want to. So if I was to put, say, that in there, this is one that, I kind of keep in my bag. It's not too big. I can deal with it in terms of if I need a circle. Circles are so useful when you're working with tangling. So I've got 4 there. Again, I'm not going to use them and do I never would. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So I'm going to miss 1, miss 2, and I'm going to do 4 again. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. There you go. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, miss 2, and do 4 again. See what happens. Miss 2.
A little bit higher.
Sorry, am I going too quiet now? That's it, yeah. Because he said I was in the red, so I had to sort of go a bit quieter. Okay, that's all right, or louder, or whatever. Do you know what? We get there, don't we? So I'm just going to put, I might have to do all of them, I think. It's not going to quite work that way. But it means I don't have to sort of measure. That's what our dots do on our frame stencils. They sort of give you all those little angles and things.
They do.
Yeah. So you've got something you can work with there. Again, ruler-wise, do I ever? No, not usually. So we can then sort of bring them in if we want. See, 2 I think is a bit close, so I'm going to miss 1. I'm going to do 1 and miss 1. So that's going to sort of give me my angles and my little bits that I can work to. So I'm only doing this in pencil, so I can rub this out if I need to. I'll just do a little bit of it. Okay, so if I wanted, say, a 70-degree angle, I've got it there. Now, if I wanted an 80, I could do that. But working on that. Let's do those scallops that Susan's just worked on around the edge. So very, very quickly with this, because I've got those little measurements, I don't need to worry about whether I'm getting it right or not. I can quite instantly draw some sort of an image. So I could do that all around. I'm not going to worry about that yet. But what if we did, let's have a look, our little scallops further down. So again, here's that pattern that Susan's just used into that one. And then let's do another one here. I just think sometimes it's nice to sort of have the stencils and you've got to do the construction, which we do with the frames a lot. But having something that you could just say, right, do you know what, I'm just going to work with it. I mean, instantly, look, I'm into tangling, and already, if I was not having to talk louder, I'd be into the process and I'd be chilled out. But the other thing that we use a lot, let's use this larger one, is we use our circles to create flowers, don't we? Circles and ovals. Oh, hang on, I've got my little brushy things. Hang on a second. I'm done with it. Is it in my little packet there? It's like a little makeup brush. Yeah, it's the one that my mum... Ah, we go, see. My mum gave it me for makeup.
You don't use it.
Yeah. Okay, let's put that in, see. That's another really nice way of not sort of rubbing your hands all over it, using a little brush. I think, didn't we have a bit of a thing in class once as who'd got the biggest brush?
Who's got the biggest one?
I was close, but I wasn't. Was it Mandy? I think Mandy had got one bigger than I had. Yeah. So anyway, let's put a middle in. I'm just going to imagine where the middle is. I can come in with a pen and do that. Look, let's do a pen. There we go. That's the nice thing as well, because you can sort of get the shapes in there. Let's separate it again. Again, if I wanted to, I could use measurements, but let's not worry about that. So just a real handy little tool, really sort of, so I'm going to sort of scallop the edges, just like I did with the other one. So this isn't actually in the Sanntangle house live. It's actually, I think it's under tools and equipment, unless Alice has moved it for me. But really useful little tool. It fits in your bag, no problem, and it means that you can very quickly start drawing. I know Nikki's done a brilliant piece, and she put it on Facebook the other day. Thank you, Nikki. Using this, got kind of a mandala vision going. But I don't want to sort of spend hours sort of going over showing you how to do a mandala, because we've done one of those before. See, I can come in, look, and just use my pointed torty on there. I know. Here we go. All right, a little bit of shading in there. So you can start to create something really quickly using that. Say, stick it in your bag. I've got one in mine all the time, and it just means you've not got the bigger stencils, if that's what you want to do. It's got the measurements. It tells you. I mean, this goes everything from, look, that's 15 across all the way down to 1. So really handy.
Nice little hand.
It is, isn't it? Really nice. It's lovely sort of to work with. So what I wanted to do, first of all, I think, now I've done this one, I wanted to sort of look at On the Breeze. Because, we're talking about mindful. And this is one that I've actually put one of the pictures of this in the kids' book, the little Tangling. And the whole reason being is because with like the balloons, you can sort of do this and you could put memories in here. Or you could have certain words in there. And I've got 3 on, but you could have a whole tree full of balloons if that's what you wanted to do. Or even hearts. You could have a family tree, you could bring little names in. Or again, little positive words. I've sort of started with the stencil. Let's have a look at that. Your hearts, you've got 3 different sizes there. So you can go quite large, but once you've had a go at this, you can do it bigger. So you can fill the whole page if you want to. So a couple of samples. This is the pieces that are in there. Look at there. You could actually make a story up, couldn't you, with who lives in those. And of course, look at that tree. Yeah, even look, the little hint of something going on there as well. I do like my little hints to Locket Lane. If you don't know what Locket Lane is, you need to go and have a look on the Sanntangle group. Then this one, look, with the little kites. It's all about a bit of breeze, a bit of wind blowing around. Of course, you can make the kites however you want them. You could turn that into heart shapes, or you could have anything. The real Chinesey dragons, that kind of thing. Oh, see? But then you've got the balloons, which we've talked about. This one, so mindful. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Again, you kind of have that little sort of space in there. This one,
love that one.
So different, isn't it? You think, I can see that that's a tree, but this one, it still is, but it's got that bit of fantasy about it. So, you could add your little gems and things, and then how beautiful is that? Again, you don't know where that's leading, but you've got these lovely sort of little droplets going on, and that slight shape around the frame, you could do that. Oh, I've just moved it. There you go. You could do that around there, and you could actually fit the tree in there as well if you wanted to.
That would look pretty.
Really nice. But then we've got the hearts.
So you could sort of do that as a family tree.
Could, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, and you keep adding to it, of course.
That's lovely.
Oh, John. You've got a larger family than I am. We don't, families, they don't live round, do they? So they
You
live.
have some of mine.
Nearly choked on my cup of tea then. And then, of course, you've got this lovely sort of little one with leaves and a single heart. So these would be great, not just for mindfulness, but for weddings, for birthdays, just to say, I love you, just to say, I'm here, I'm thinking of you. Putting some words around there would be beautiful. So I thought, we'll do a quick demo. Shall I actually look at doing the one with the, decisions, the one with the balloons?
So
shall
many
we?
to choose.
So, okay, if you've never seen my instructions before, let's have a look at what to expect. So John's just going to pull out just a little bit. Ooh, okay. So you get a stencil, and either on the back cover or on the inside cover, if it's relevant, I number the shapes. So everything that's here numbered wise, I've then transferred the numbers over to my stencil. That's the first thing, and it's important just to check that everything you've got's right, because as I work my way into the booklet, I start referring to numbers. Like the middle of your paper, draw shape 1. Then at the bottom to the left, add in shape 27. So rather than me saying, it's the shape in the middle, it's the shape upper left, I give you numbers. So that's really important to sort of have a look there. So do you want to have a look at the booklet, and I'll draw, and you tell me what I'm doing. So okay, so what did it start with number 1, didn't it?
Yeah, in the middle of the paper, draw shape 1. Then at the bottom to the left, add in shape 27.
Okay. So, in terms of, when you're at school, you're always told, aren't you, don't fill the whole paper, don't start in the middle, use the end. But I'm kind of sort of going away from that and sort of saying, no, I don't want you to do that. I want you to work in the middle. The reason I do that is because then you've got your image, and if you want to then frame it, you want to put something else around it, I think it's really nice that you've got the space to do it. Right, what's my next job?
So next you need to get shape 10 and just inside the oval at the top, leaving a similar space around it on both sides.
All right, okay, here we go then. Okay.
So you're effectively...
So which one am I doing?
So look, you're just sort of creating...
Oh, okay. So this one, it's not that the finished tree is going to look like this, it's just giving you a guide.
This is a guideline,
yeah. Yeah, you just want to do that quite lightly because you're not going to need it at the end. Right, what's next?
Number 3, draw a curved line using the shapes 27 and 10 as construction lines.
Okay, so this is 27.
Right, so then curve it.
Yeah, okay. Right, at this point, I've looked at the picture.
Yeah, I've got a habit of doing that.
It's all right, because she's off reading other things. So you're going to use this and this to help you draw that first curve.
Yeah.
So you're going to sort of come up here. Now, I always sort of say, imagine it. Imagine what you're going to do here. So it's going to go from here, look. It's going to come up and round, see? So I've already got the first part of the piece in. Is there anybody out there that's got this stencil? They want to share any pictures? Please do so. Then it comes out there, you see? So I've got this kind of curve. And I've used these shapes to help me do that.
And then you're going to draw in a second curve, starting at the bottom of
bottom
right of shape 27.
Yeah, all right.
Touching the top left of the shape and then extending outwards.
Right, okay, so it starts there and it ends there. So it's a little bit, I've given you the first one, so we're like, okay, let's do one a little bit bigger now.
Yep.
So let's imagine it. Okay, let's imagine it.
And of course, you've got the pictures, each step in the booklet.
Everything's there for you. Here we go. So down and in. So see, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but that doesn't matter because it's pencil, and we've got these amazing things called pencil rubbers. So you can sort of remove what you don't need. Okay, so we've got
and
those
then you're going to draw in another curve. This time starting at the bottom.
Right. Okay.
Left of the shape
Bottom
27.
left. Yeah.
Touching the top left.
It's going to go
shape.
up. Yeah.
And going out towards the left, touching the top of shape.
Right. Okay.
10.
Now you do this with a cup of tea, you sort of read it and you look at the pictures. So that's kind of
Definitely
given us
look at the pictures.
the first bit, yeah. Shall we just show the picture? Here, look. There we go. So look, we're here. You see how we've got a circle round? So that's the one I've just done, look. Kind of there. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't need to put the circle in. That's just, I'm showing you because that's where it ends. So then look, I've doubled up. All right, so let's, thank you, Sam. Doing a great job there. So let's double up here. So I'm going to come this side. Doesn't matter which side, honestly. It just means I'm going to double up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do we think about this stencil, everybody? Do we like it? It's one of those really chilled out ones, isn't it? That we can just have a little bit of a play with. And they're not too big.
It kind of just picking up the stencil, looking at the images.
Yeah.
The projects that you've done.
Absolutely.
Almost already makes you feel a bit calmer.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. So what's next? What do we do next?
Sorry, next.
So she's looking at pictures now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm very a visual learner.
Right, so we're going to start adding a few bits on the end now,
We've doubled up the lines and then we're going to...
We've got some finger things, haven't we, coming off, look.
Yep, some little...
Finger things. I'm just going to remove that a little bit, that shape that we were working to. Because sometimes you think, well, okay, do I need it now? I can still see it, but it's light enough that this now is taking shape. So it's got 3 fingers coming off like this.
Look. Or like little Ys, aren't they?
They are, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was thinking Halloween then. There we go. So then we kind of add a few more in. So we've got one sort of coming up here.
Yeah, so you've got your main branches and you're just kind of filling in now.
Yeah, we've got those going in. Then we've got one coming off here. So I'm sort of just looking at the pictures now. And it's not the case that you've got to copy it exactly. But it's sort of almost, see, they are like that and Ys all the time. You can start to see it formulating and coming to life. So we've got all this going on. Yeah, I'm going to double them up in a short while, but I want another one sort of coming off here now, like so. Let's just put those in double.
And then you've got a really funky branch. Which I really love it.
Well, this
It's
is
a lovely
the thing,
detail.
There we go. So we've got all those sort of in place. You see this bit now, we can sort of, what did I do? We can get rid of that a little bit as well, I reckon. Just sort of take it off. It's always about taking bits away if you don't need them. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Nice
thanks,
windy.
Vicky. Alison's used the stencil a lot. Trees were her nemesis. But now I'm not. See, so
Now
this
she's an
was-
expert.
Absolutely. This. Oh yeah, this one. Look, it comes up and down, doesn't it? So we've got. Let's have a look.
Goes behind and then over the top like a bit like a...
Yeah. Which one am I looking at?
Oh, sorry, number 10.
Number 10. All right, number 10. Okay, so yeah, I've kind of already got that one in. I've already put that one in. Which one? Here's what she did.
See,
And I've got this one in. She's no idea. Oh right, I see. So it's like curling around this one. So we've got a branch curling around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already done that. See, I've already been there and done that. It's because I wrote the instructions. I sort of like think I could do what I like. So let's just add another one in. I'm going to add another one, like just sort of making it up now. But see here, where I've sort of stopped because I'm keeping it within the frame. You can keep it if you want within the frame, or you can break out and do something different. So it depends how you feel, what you're working with, and how you're sort of getting on with that. See here at the end, let's just have, we want some sort of spindly little pieces coming off. And again, we kind of double those up. And notice everything we're doing is in pencil, so you can come in and you can change bits as you're going. So we definitely need sort of one coming up the middle there. See, that's going to make our little shape here. See how that works? Yeah. Where's my tortillon? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Thank you. I think this is the one Susan used. She left it. She's not left me much else when she left the tortillon. So you can see there how it kind of works. But then the beauty of this, and no, at the moment, I mean, I'm left-handed. I know that. So a lot of things will work in a left-handed way. But you could have drawn this opposite. You could have the wind blowing that way if you wanted to. So don't think that you've got to draw it exactly the same as mine. But there, in principle, is your tree and how it works. You see, just coming in as well. And I know it might not sort of stay there, because if I'm going to do it in pen and colour it, I might not keep that pencil. But just to sort of give me the idea of where the sort of the tree trunk is, putting a little bit of shading in, you see, it gives it a little bit of substance there. So it looks like it perhaps needs a little line there. You see the difference? That line's big. It might not be in the instructions, but depends on how you've drawn it. You might find that you need a little bit of something extra. So that's kind of how that works. All right, let's put some balloons in then. Or we can put a kite. Shall we put heart balloons in?
Ah, heart balloons. Yeah,
Let's do it. So, okay. So there's that little bit going off there. So I'm going to use the largest one. And it's going to kind of sort of sit out there. I mean, that's going to be lovely coloured, isn't it? I think I'll do
nice.
another larger one here. So, I mean, these are about to blow away, aren't they? Let's just do one in the distance.
That's gone way.
Look, so a little tiny thing. That's gone. Whereas these are kind of caught in the branches. So what I'm going to do is just wrap them round over and under. See? And let's just do this again. So let's wrap it round that one. Okay. Now if I look at the original, you see it's different to the original. But that doesn't matter. See, that's that real long one. Look. Mine's not. It's a little bit different, but it doesn't matter, does it? We've got lots of things going on there in terms of. But that, I mean, here you could come in then and put. So your sentiment or whatever you want to sort of put in there can go into these balloons. Always do it in pencil. And then here I'm going to go really. So I'm going to put a V in the middle. Look. There you go. It's a lot smaller, but it's sort of wandering off in the distance. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're like little love hearts, aren't they? So I'm just going to turn it round and give myself a bit of ground. I think it always sort of settles it then, so you can sort of do what you want to do with it there. Again, bringing that tortillon in, a little bit of work there. Okay, and looking again at this, you've got a little bit of design on the frame. You see, I've actually broken the frame away. This is something I do a lot. Do you do that, Sam?
I do.
Yeah, because I like to see, it feels free. It feels like you're freeing yourself from something. I don't know why, it just feels that way. constrained in any way. So I sort of do that. So I would remove. Obviously, when I've done all this in pen, I wouldn't try and remove anything at this point. But just while we're all friends here, aren't we? We're all trying something out. Oh, Chris, have you? Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, Chris has hugged a tree. I never knew that about you. It's not. I'm not judging you, Chris. It's not changed the way I feel about you. But no, I never knew that. It's not. I don't know. Would you have expected that?
I would expect that. Yeah.
Because Chris is lovely. Chris is like awesome.
He's special. He is.
So
I don't
many
mean
ways, Chris.
No, he is. I remember when we did the tile swaps, and I received one of his fantastic tiles, and it came with a lovely little write-up, and it absolutely made my day.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't do that anymore. I know, but it kind of, I mean, being really honest about it, we did do tile swaps, and it was brilliant, and it used to take Leslie and I a long time to do it.
Yeah.
John, you just switch cameras, please. Is that all right, sweetheart? Thank you, because I think we've kind of done that now. But yeah, the whole thing behind the swaps, we used to swap. We used to take Leslie and I ages, and we used to list it so we could try and make sure that people got different ones. But then we had to be very careful, because when you put it in the post, we have no control over it.
No.
And sometimes tiles didn't get to where they're supposed to have gone.
Mm-hmm.
We find that with parcels all the time. So we were getting quite a lot of messages going, I haven't got my tile. Where is it?
Yeah.
And we couldn't do anything about it. And then sometimes they arrived, they were damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we couldn't do anything about
Of course
that.
you can't.
And rather than turn it into something that would potentially be negative, we decided to kind of stop it, and we did like the diary challenge then. So we still do that. We're going to up that a little bit. We're going to sort of look at that.
But like Vicky and Lorraine Streeter, I
Yes.
know they do like a
With
family
Alison,
tile
absolutely. So there's nothing stopping you swapping tiles. It was just, I think we struggled to cope with that.
Yes. I mean,
slightly
as
negative
you grew,
aspect of it.
Grew and grew and grew.
Absolutely, we were getting hundreds. and it was absolutely wonderful. I just didn't want you out there getting upset about it because you didn't get your tile. And I know you spent a lot of time doing it and sending it and things, and we had to stop it in that essence before it got a bit out of hand.
But like, feel free to set up your own little ones with your friends and family, and it's a lovely way to get them involved.
Yeah. What about, there's loads of meetups around the country, isn't there? So why not do a tile swap in a meetup? What you could do, you could sort of, at the end of your meetup, you could say, right here, this is the theme.
Yeah.
And then you go away, and then you come back the following meetup, and you perhaps, you could even just put them in envelopes and somebody picks one. I mean, you might get your own back.
Lucky dip.
Like a lucky dip, absolutely. So, there's so many ways of doing it and creating your own little variations within your family, within your friends. So that's a really nice thing to do. So, absolutely, yeah. I mean, our post lady used to be like, well, that's great. But anyway, so that's the on the breeze, and I thought that's a really nice one to start with. I'm just going to put that away.
As I said, you've got like 6 whole projects there.
I know.
And then a million more.
Well, this is it, because I've literally just swapped it over, haven't I? I've just gone from balloons of regular shapes to heart shapes. And that lovely little tree there, I mean, it's not finished. You can spend as long as you want to do on that now. I mean, you could even put little words around it, like a little heart.
Oh, yeah.
That would be lovely, and little pastel colours. But shall we have a look at something a little bit bigger? Shall we look at, I don't know, what do you think? We've got the Ornate Dream Catcher, we've got Chill Out Tangles. Shall we look at the Dream Catcher? I've got Sam now for us. All right, Susan? Yeah. Okay, she's still with us, she's not run. To be fair, we've locked the door.
There's no way out.
I know, absolutely. So this is something, this is quite a recent one, actually. Let me just take that one out. It's one that we did a little bit different. It was all about how can we do a dream catcher, but in the Sanntangle style. So John's just going to move out a little bit so we can see it. He's good, isn't he? He's good. Look, you can see my brush marks there. Okay. So in terms of this then, let's have a look what we've got. We've got different designs. We have 3. Now when I say when I say 3, you can change the flowers. You can do just the flowers with a different frame. You could do just the sort of the dream catcher shape, the mandala. You can take the flowers from this and do it with that. You can take the droplets from this and add it to the others. But you really want to see the pictures, don't you? So you know, pass them over.
Look at this.
So this is the original. This is the one that I drew with the stencil to create the instructions and then coloured. I've actually used brush pens on there. Now, if you're in the market for brush pens, we don't sell them ourselves. We used to, but I use the Kuretake clean colours. They're so vivid, they're so bright, and they blend. You can put a bit of water with them if you want to, but I very rarely do. So that's what I use, and they're so bright, and they actually enable you to have a really good feel on the front cover. So that's a bit of a background stencil going on there. Don't store your background stencils away. Get them out and use them. Okay, so there's that one. So I use the brick, you know, that brick stencil on the owl. Yeah. Actually, Susan, I don't know if you want to fetch that because it's in my office. We can sort of show that with the background. So you've got this one. And again, sometimes you don't want to use full colour. But what I've done here, you'd expect me to have coloured in the flowers. But I wanted this to be the sort of the main, the focal point. So if you put colour where you want the focal point, look at this. Oh, message. I'm still looking at messages. Oh, listen. So, yeah, rather than fill the colour, if you think, oh, I can't colour flowers, I'm really struggling, thank you, Susan. Then
my goodness.
you can just do them grayscale, and the bit that you like about your picture, you can do it in colour. So that instructions for that's in there, and then this one. So you've got some real unusual flowers going on here that, of course, you can bring out and use in other places. Imagine doing this as a longer piece, but doing it in that concertina book. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So don't feel you've got to find something from scratch. And, oh my goodness, what am I going to draw? You could absolutely take something out of the stencils and you could draw it on that.
Definitely.
Even if you just did down the corner just a little bit.
I love fancy flowers.
Oh, they're just lovely. And of course, then Angie takes over. Now, the story between me and Angie and I have worked together for quite a long time. And she doesn't work here, she does samples for me. But what I do, I create the product so you can reproduce it. That's the main thing, and show you how it can be sort of created. Angie takes the images, so sometimes she doesn't even have the stencil.
Right.
She has a copy of my sketchbook, and I say, this is what we're doing, and she then creates. So you can absolutely do what Angie's done, but it's nice to show you what you do with the stencil and the instructions, but then what you can do afterwards. So she's gone a bit bigger, she's added extra bits and pieces in, so it's just a little bit different. I mean, look at that. I mean, let's have a look at, where's the original of that one? There you go. So mine's sort of, see the
Vibrant.
yeah, and then Angie's soft. But she's kind of added extra little bits and pieces in. She's gone a little bit more in depth with that. But you absolutely can do that. And then, of course, she's gone in, where I went in with the monochrome, see, she's come in with colour, and she's added lots and lots of more bubbles and things like that in. So it just sort of shows you where you can go with it. So let's have a look at how you would start. How does that sound? So you could have done the demo. Couldn't you? Okay, let's just show that one first, actually. This is your stencil. We mount them up on card for hobby makers so you can see what you're doing. So it's not on the back. If we look on the inside, there it is. So it gives you all your numbers. Okay? So I think you can pick one. Which shall we do? Which shall we do? Now mine hasn't got numbers on, so I'm going to guess. Do you want to, right, so are we going to do the flowers or are we going to show how we do the mandala bits? What do you think? Decision. Shall we do the mandala bits?
Yes, please.
Which one? Oh, so I'm giving Sam choice now.
Oh, don't give me choice.
Oh, no. Doesn't matter, really. We can do any.
I like this.
Let's do that one then.
Or we could mix it up a bit.
Oh, see. So, okay, so we're going to have a look at doing, let me find it again, this pattern. It looks crazy busy, doesn't it? How on earth does that happen? So let's go for it. All right. So, shapes then. We need two outside ones, don't we, I would say.
Yep.
So this is going to give me this shape. All right. Moving in with there. Let's move into that one there. Again, you would do these really lightly. I'm pressing on.
So you can see.
Do I want the other? I want the middle one.
Middle one.
Is it the middle one or the one out from that? I don't know.
Oh,
Decisions.
hold on a minute.
Oh. Because I've
So
got
in a
numbers.
circle. Correct.
1, 2, and 3 in the middle. Let's have a look at the numbers. numbers on my stencil. This is where you've come unstuck. So number 3 is that one.
First things first, when you
That
get your
one.
stencil, get the numbers on.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't guess like me. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. So now we've got to sort of do a bit of a split up, haven't we?
Yep.
So I haven't got a ruler, but that doesn't matter because I've got my stencil.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to use my stencil. So you see, look, what I'm going to do, look, is I'm going to line the edge up, look, with the edge of my paper.
Love that trick.
And then I'm going to line the dot up with the edge. And then I know, see, I'm going to get vertical. Okay. As long as your paper's straight. But right, let's do the same this way, look. So just do that way. So we've split our piece into a bullseye kind of thing. So we've got 4 sections. But how many sections do we need in total?
We've got 3 in between, I think.
Yeah, so we've got to split it up a bit like a clock.
Yep.
So, okay, let's look at this first quarter. See, already I'm taking away the whole thing, just putting this little bit on.
Working in the section.
Yeah. Oh, Rose, good point. Paper pads. I had so much fun doing that, I'm not going to lie. Because, of course, I ate them all myself. We did some alcohol ones as well. Tommy did them.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I love that. Him and Dobby. Can you imagine who was covered in ink afterwards? Yeah, say no more. So I've split my space up. But, yeah, it's a possibility. It's just getting the right supplier. Because, of course, we can't do them in-house.
Right.
Because when we print, we laser print, so it comes across a bit shiny, which is why you can foil what we draw. But, of course, with paper, it has to be, it can't be that. So, you see, I'm going across all of it because I'm using the middle. So, I only have to sort of...
2 jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this one, like, I'm going to split again. So I'm not going in the middle, look, I'm splitting it because I want sort of 3 sections. That might be a different space or doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it. Life is too short to worry about things like that. Okay? So there's my first shape. So the next one then is we're going to do a little bit of a pattern inside, aren't we? It is. Do you know we've been doing that scallop all morning? Crazy, isn't it, when you think about it?
And it's funny how,
Yeah, everything merges. So let's have a look. So I'm going to go 1, miss 1. Now I'm going down. If you think, no, I'm going to go up. Do it that way. Or if you think, now I know this is a bit weird. I'm not going to lie. If you can do it horizontally, that's fine, but it's giving me all sorts of goosey vibes. It's like, no, I can't do that.
I think one of the best lessons you taught me was your canvas moves.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It moves. See, so I'm actually, in effect, I'm doing the same shape, the same curve every time, but I'm moving my paper and not really moving my hand, because this is kind of like muscle memory now.
And you're getting that same thing each time.
Absolutely.
You're moving that paper rather than...
It is. And I know this looks a bit scary, and you think, oh, I can't do that. But do you know what? You absolutely can. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You're starting with that muscle memory now. So it kind of, see, I've sort of related to, see, sketchy, we do that a lot, look, don't we? We do that because we're a little bit scared of doing it. Don't do that. Don't.
Be confident with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Start at one point, end at another. You see? Imagine it. Draw it. You see? Even if it goes a little bit wobbly, it doesn't matter. Honestly, that works. It gets a bit quicker and you get more confident as you do it. So we've got the first bit in. We do some little like lozenge shapes around the top there. But again, if you want to do a different shape, if you want to do hearts, if you want to do circles,
Do little diamonds.
absolutely. See, now you're getting into it. Look at this. You can mix and match. This is where it comes in as well, where you're working and you're talking with friends. Somebody might go, I'm going to do loops. I'm going to do teardrops. I'm going to do circles. I'll miss one. It means that you're all going to do something a bit different, but you're getting ideas from each other. You don't want to work in isolation all the time, but if you do, you have to, then of course we're all here. See how, I mean, it's not easy, but it is easy, isn't it? It's not easy doing it because you think, oh my God, how would I do that? But then when you've actually done it, you go, actually, it is. We tell ourselves that it's
Every
going to be
day's a
hard.
learning day as well,
Yeah.
isn't it, Sandra?
So let's do this again, look. See? Now this time I've got a bit of a challenge because I've got to go under these. So underneath. See? I might as well do both lines while I'm at it. Look at at this, multitasking. Okay, into that one. Oh, see, that's gone a little bit low, but that's okay because I'm in pencil, so I can bring that one a little bit higher. All right.
And I think as well, if everything is really, really precise, it doesn't always look like you've drawn it, and people
I
don't
know.
believe that you've drawn it.
Well,
They're
this
like,
is
no,
the
you
thing,
haven't drawn that.
I know, this is the thing, yeah. And you know, that still gets me now when you say to somebody, I drew that. They're like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I drew that. I absolutely did. And if you imagine you've got something that you drew that's on your mantelpiece, have I done all of them? I've got my mallet. You're too busy talking. Or, it's framed in your hallway. Somebody comes in and they go, oh, that's nice. You're like, I drew that. Yeah. That feeling never, ever goes away. I mean, look, already you can see that kind of spider web. I mean, you could keep that going if you want to create something different. You could do it inside this one if you wanted to. We've not done it on this because we've got other things going on. But that gives us a kind of starting point, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So what have we got going on inside here? We've got some little bubbles. I'm going to ignore them for now. But we've got little flowers. Shall we do that flower in the middle rather than sort of on the edge?
Yes,
Let's look at the original. See here, we've got like a little bubble there, look.
we could just make that into
Little loops, little dots. So I've kind of put lozenge shapes. There's little loops there. Well, that's okay. Now, what's going on here with this? Oh, let's have a little look at that. There's other things. Have we picked a different one? So we can pick from that. Doesn't matter.
because you can.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Intertwine.
Yeah, here we go.
See,
So we can intertwine
I
this
wasn't
one.
even picking the right one.
Yeah, we were looking at wrong instructions. We've done it. Well, that's okay. That's okay. So we've done instructions for a different one. Don't matter. So let's look. We're going to start then. We can still go from the top, shall we?
Yeah,
Let's
because
put a line in here. Now I'm going off piece now.
yeah, but it's meant to be.
Okay. Do you know, at this
It's
point,
showing you can take
yeah,
one
being,
element. and then-
being that Sam's gave me the wrong instructions for what we were doing, I could sort of say, now Sam, you can take over for a little bit. But now she's going to go, no, I'm not doing that. But that's okay. So what we can do, look, if I go from here, and I'm going to go to here, look, see?
Yeah.
Now see that one, look, it was a little bit off. But that's okay, because I've got this magic thing called a pencil rubber. This one's got teeth marks in it. Not that I eat them, my dog. Yeah, so let's put that in there. So we're going to combine the two. See, so I've got that.
So we're getting a whole new design here for free, guys.
I know, look at this. So if you've actually, if you've got this stencil, get it out now and make some notes.
Yep.
Because, yeah, it's not something that's in there. I'm merging the two. Okay, just going to move back. Give myself some space. Because, as you turn your paper, you find that everything ends up on the floor. If you've got a dog like me, it all ends up then in the back garden.
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, I'm going to confess, I'd actually got, when we've had our bedroom done recently, John and I have kind of done it as we've been going. And it is lovely, but at the time, when you clear your drawers out, don't you? All your underwear drawers and everything else. So I got this bag full of stuff that I wasn't going to use anymore. You know where this is going, don't you? All right, so
Around the garden.
I'm going to come all the way back like this now. So yeah, so I've got this bag, and literally I've got all my bits I didn't want anymore, and I thought, right, I put it in the conservatory, ready to go out to the bin, in a bag, tied up. And you can hear this rustling. And the next minute, as you go in, there's a hole in the bottom of the bag. And one of my bras is up the garden. And you're like, Haley, give me my bra back. And you're thinking the neighbours, and I'm like, give it here. And he just thinks it's funny, and he was just running around the garden. I mean, how he didn't trip up over it, I never know. But he thought it was hilarious, and I'm sure anybody that's got, when you've got the CCTV cameras, they kind of cross over in the back gardens, don't they? I mean, you just think, how embarrassing was that? I had to sort of coax him. I had to sort of swap it for a big treat.
Our Frank loves a sock, especially
socks.
especially if you worn it.
Oh, socks.
It's gross, but
What is it about worn socks? I don't know. I'm just going to put myself another. It is a circle, because you did this stencil, didn't you, John? And if John's done the stencil, it's circles. Oh, Rose, did you? Oh, there wasn't like that. Oh, Rose. I know. Was that?
flowers, but it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah. Gosh.
And then you discovered Sanntangle, and now you can do it all.
I know. Look at Vicky did the dream catcher. Look at a group a few weeks ago. Vicky. one of our teachers as well. So yeah, brilliant. But yeah, did you do one like this? So let's have a look here. I'm just looking at the design itself now. So now let's get a little bit technical. So I'm going to go over this one. So I'm going to press on a bit. Over that one, look. And then here, look, it's going to go under. So already, look. Same here, look. Over there. Doubling up so I can see it. Now if you're not sure, look, if I fill it in a little bit, look. Just so you can see it. It's great. You know, sometimes just to get a piece of paper and just have a go at this. See that that's going to go over. That's where these mechanical pencils are brilliant, aren't they? Because you can shade, you can have a real crisp, clean line over like that.
And sometimes with a little bit of weight to your pencil,
Yeah,
it helps with your...
it does, doesn't it? Because they are lovely. I don't even know if we've got any left. I think we're down to the last single figures of these, but they've been absolutely brilliant. And of course, this has got a bee lead in. And I know some people have asked about these because they're like, well, what else can you put in? You can put anything in.
Absolutely.
Now, at the end here, look, it does tell you the size. It says 0.5 there. So as long as whatever leads you buy, I say leads, they're not lead, it's graphite, that you buy, as long as it's 0.5, you can pop it in. And changing it, dead easy. Look, you take the top off, take the rubber off, you pop it down the bottom there. Just in that hole. Put that back on, put that back on, and click it till it comes back. Easy, easy. All right, let's put that on there. So you see how this is going over. Now you wouldn't colour these in as you go in, say, unless you really wanted to sort of see how it was working. I'm just doing it so you've got an idea of how it sort of fits together. And when you think it's something really complex, as I said earlier, you think, oh, it's difficult. You know, just seeing how I've done this,
Step by step.
it's not difficult. It's a case of putting one line down at a time and following through. And this, as I say, it's something completely different to what we were going to do. But that's nice, isn't it? Because sometimes you think, oh, I've done it wrong. I've got to start
But
again.
it's not wrong. You can work
No,
with it and make something absolutely extraordinary.
Absolutely. This is great. Look at this. So then from there, this bit now is going to come down here. So let's extend that down. You see? So I'm going to do all of this one first. So I'm kind of aiming sort of for the middle. Because you see, that looks like it's going to go behind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this is coming all the way down. Look. Oh, I've kind of curved it now. See there, I started straight. And now I'm curving. So I'm like, you know, I'm changing it as I go. I quite like the curve bit better, I think. Because look, it fits.
It's more natural,
Yeah?
yeah.
Look at that. Fits there. Okay. So, in terms of this stencil, normally they are the 21, I think they're kind of 21.99 is the most that we put them on at now. But,
It's fabulous value.
I know, but we've dropped the price today. If you have a look on Sanntangle House Lives,
And have a bit, guys.
you want to have a go at this, I'll put it down to $18.99.
Oh, wow.
No. John's face is a picture. He's like, you've done what?
It's quivering in the corner.
You've done what? Yeah, so, you know, I mean, it's nice actually, isn't it, to come on and do these lives and, you know, to sort of give you a little bit back as much as we can. It's just nice to sort of have a play and give you a few little offers. Everything today is on offer, so, you know, even the little concertina book we did earlier. I mean, look at this. How lovely is this? I mean, imagine once that's coloured. You know, I'm just going to get rid of that line in the middle there. We don't need that anymore.
So effectively, if you follow this, you're getting 4
I know, this is in your class. We've just done a class project. But, I mean, even into this now, you think, oh, okay, on the original. So you've got a bit of a mix between that one. Where's the other one? Hang on a second. Oh my God. And that one, like, so we sort of started off with this. And then we sort of did a bit of this.
And then
We kind of ended up with that. So that's lovely. I mean, you could even see that's going under and then over there, look. And then it's going under and over. So it's just a real nice thing to get your mind sort of going with that.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Look, oh, look at that. Oh, Rose, that's lovely. Oh, Joanne, we know the sound. It can be a little bit dodgy. It's just, I don't know what I can do about it, honestly.
You can always read, you put your little
Yeah,
captions up and and
Yeah,
read.
you can mute us and read it, that would be fine. And of course, we have got a little bit of a shake now and again because next door they're moving lots of bits of scrap around and things. So at least we've not got the rumble anymore. But that gives you a bit of an idea, doesn't it? And of course, you can keep it like that. You can colour it as a mandala. You can fill in these. I mean, I'd be tempted to put loops in here, so you can see how it starts to build. So it's not even kind of following the instructions anymore, is it? It's giving you little hints and tips. But then, of course, you've got the extra there. So let's bring in. Where's my stencil gone? It's like every craft room, isn't it? When we start, let's bring it in.
We've got some lovely different shapes there.
Yeah.
In that stencil.
Use your straight lines again. Let's do another one there. I'm going to put that long one. I like that's a lovely shape. Look at that. And I think with this as well, let's join it to there. You can kind of double up, and then you can sort of bring in little wobbly lines. Look at that.
Under.
Yeah, I'm going to go over the top of that. Look.
Oh, nice.
There you go. And under there. Almost jewel-like now, isn't it? This is why we always leave a little bit extra around that piece, because as you start to sort of go in, sorry, Joanne. It's always a bit difficult because we're trying to work out how the best we can put the mics, where we can put them. We're all different. I'm loud, so John said, and then of course Susan's like, it's what?
If I'm mute, I'll miss the fun. Like, who stole your bra?
Well, you know, I say he just bring me leaves. And sometimes because we get a little bit of rubbish coming in from the garden, from the outside, don't we? Because it's kind of a bit of a main road. So we get a bit of rubbish coming in. So Finley will actually bring me rubbish in.
Oh, love him.
Which is great because then at least he's not eating it and he'll bring it in rather than running around. So if I swap it for a treat, he's kind of a little picky for me. He's pretty good, isn't he? So anyway, so that's that kind of thing. So John's just going to move out a little bit. What else have we got on? What else have we put on?
I'm going to be putting that in my basket today.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Stick me that stencil in there so I don't lose it. That's it. What should we do? Shall we have a look at some grids? Oh yeah, we better put that one back in there as well. See, sort me out. Yeah? Shall we have some grids? Do you do grids, Susan? Is it something? Yeah? Yeah?
You can swap
Do you want
places.
to bring that over then? Let's have a look at the grids. And bring a bit of paper. Oh yeah, it's alright. Susan's just throwing things all over the place. Whilst I'm waiting, John, if you want to zoom out a little bit. So I've done a little bit of Carla cut by hand, does some beautiful quilling projects, and she recently did an owl. And when I was in the green room, I said to her, "It's really nice, Carla. What about if we tangled it and then quilled it?" She's like, "Yeah, go on then, Rushton."
Oh, look at
So
this.
she very kindly let me use her artwork, and this is the owl. So this is Carla's owl. It's not my drawing, it's Carla's, and I've tangled it. And then I've used the circle frame around the outside. You know, we were talking about that brickwork stencil at the background. There's the brickwork, and then I've got the From a Country House background in here. So a very, very touch of the coloured fine liners. Spritz that. That was a bit scary. And then inked around. And I am going to quill on the top of that. Might take a little while, but if you are into your quilling and you've got one of Carla's projects, why not tangle it first and then put some quilling over the top? I mean, that just as a piece. She's done a beautiful job with that drawing, hasn't she? I've just changed it about a bit. So I did use a grey fine liner for that, not a black. And I've used my pencil torture, just as I would usually do it. So, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, don't just think it's the stencils you've got to draw it. You know, you can use lots of other different bits and pieces as well to sort of work with. So that's a work in progress. So let's have a grid. So why are grids, Susan? Why are grids good for you? Why do you like your grids?
I like it being repetitive and you just get in the flow.
Yeah. And I think with grid paper as well, it's a bit easy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, look at these. Grids, again, you normally think you've got to do squares, but you haven't. So all of these, have you got this one? Have you got this stencil?
Yeah.
Look at
I
this.
think I've got all the good ones.
They're just so much fun, aren't they? So let's have a look at this. Grid-based designs. So this doesn't come with a stencil. Most of mine do, because you need it. But I'm one of these people that if you don't need something, there's no point in putting it in. So Shirley's smiling with all of this. She's like, yeah, babe. So you've got different sort of size grid papers. So you've got the larger one. This is about a centimetre, I would say. And then you've got your 5mm. And then it's not just about squares, because you've also got circles. So this, sorry. Oh, John's just getting his pot in. He drew these because, of course, it has got to be accurate. So you do have your circles in there as well. So it's a nice sort of versatile piece that you can have a bit of a play with everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to have a go? Or do you want me to do it? Right. She's like, no, you do it, Sandra. Okay. So this is really nice, using different colours as well. So let's have a look. Instructions first. So what's going on here? Okay. So it starts in a grid, and I've got one in each section. Beauty about this one, it does tell you which grid I've used.
Yeah.
But you can use that one, so that's the one I've used. But if you think, well, actually, do you know what, I want to use something different, you can use this one. It's just that this one's going to come out smaller than this one. I think the other thing as well, it's great to practice with this. Or if you think, I love my grids, but I don't want to see the grid behind. I mean, this is grayscale, so you are going to sort of like draw over it and you won't see it a lot, really. But it means that if you've got a light box, you can put this underneath, can't you?
That's a good idea.
And then you can draw your design on paper, and you're not going to get the grid under. Nobody's going to know that you used the grid. I know. Amazing. All these little hints and tricks here, I tell you. So we've got instructions. It shows us, look, step by step, just like we would with a stencil, what's going on. And as we get further, you see you've got like a little grey circle around things to show you where I'm going and what I'm doing. Look how quickly it builds. So then you've got a circle. I mean, they're just lovely, aren't they? When you've coloured them, then it sort of goes back to a square again, giving you all the information, showing you how to do it, what I've used. I mean, look at that. Well, let's just give it a go. Let's start at step one. Now, in my instructions, you don't have to start page 1, step 1. You can think, well, actually, I want to do a circle first, so you can go over to the circle. So which is this one that we've got going on? This is the one that's got like the little petals and it's a square inside. Have I not got that one? That's the one. This is it, look. So I've done a bit of colouring with it. Now this one, if you look at the grid, my grid is black. And the only reason I did that is because when I'm writing the instructions, I wanted to make sure you could see the grid.
Yeah.
But the paper inside, you see it's a lot lighter. So you've got like a grayscale effect. So it does fade into the background. So let's have a go at that, shall we? And just to sort of show it, I'm going to come straight in with pen.
Ooh.
Oh! Straight in with pen, piece of grid paper. All right, so let's have a look. Sort of start in the middle. Now, it's both sides as well. So, middle. Yeah. See how I measured that? All right, so looking at my picture here, look, I've got this kind of a shape. So let's do it. So it goes there, look. One that side, and one that side. Now again, feel free. You don't have to do it in pen straight off. If you want to draw it in pencil first, go for it. But you know what? Sometimes you've just got to do it.
Be brave.
Go for it, because as much as we love doing these, if you've done it all in pencil and then every single little curl and dot you've got to go back over in pen, you are kind of going to lose the will to live. You don't want to be doing that. Right, let's have a look here. So, okay, it showed me, right, we've got a line going up here. So let's put that line in pencil, and it sort of starts at the top there. See there, I'm going to put a cross there. And it goes up, so I've got a box there. So there's my box. So it goes to there, look. There's my line, okay? All right, so then, just because I can, I'm going to turn it. But now, you know, the thing is, this is what you do with the kids. You look at this and you think, my paper's like this, but my picture's like that. This turns as well. Look at that. So you can have it exactly the same, look. Right, so I've got a curl going this way. So I'm going to start that, I'm going to imagine it. See, imagine. And look, it lines up on that line. So mine's going to line up on that line as well. So whether you decide to do the curl first, and then the tail, or whether you want to do the tail going up, doesn't matter. So now I've got one going the other way. So all the way. Now let's have a look. See, am I going to be better doing it that way? Maybe. I think so. There you go. So I've got a bit of a shape going on in there. So let's turn my instructions back round. It says, right, okay, now you've done one, you can do the others. So we've got 3 more going on. So if I put my line in, so I'm going to go up there, look. So I've gone back from that one. And then same here, so 1 there. There we go. And then 1 there. So I've got a little bit of a V shape. So let's have a look. I'm not going to need the instructions particularly now because I know I've got to do that curl, it's going to touch that line. I've got to do that curl, it's going to touch that line. Yeah, that was better than the first. But that's okay because it's going to have other things going on. Which one's your favourite? You like the squares or the circles, Susan?
Circles.
You like the circles best. I think we're so used to them being mandalaries, aren't we? It's sometimes a square, but it's quite nice. It's got some structure to it. Yeah, let's have a look at where that is. See, so I've done that bit, and I've just done those 4 hearts there. Okay, right, next bit then. So I've got hearts this way now. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way. Let's have a look. It's going to go there. So again, I'm working in that box, aren't I? So it's going to come this way and in that box. So that's where I'm going to start and finish. I can rub them after. It's not a problem. So let's pull that one in there, and that one in there. There we go. See, that's a bit higher than that one. Do I care? It's not that I'm blasé about it. I think you've kind of got to think it doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. Do you look at this one and think, oh, she did that was a bit wonky? You can't tell.
No,
can
I
you?
can't.
Unless you really look. All right, and you're never going to look that close at your work. Are you? Really? You're going to go, no, hold it at arm's length. Okay. Oh, Joe, you've got to follow a milestone. I don't even know what that means.
No, I don't.
Oh, Joe, no. Well, let's do a little bit more of it, Joe. We've got about 5 minutes, I reckon. So let's do a little bit more of it. So we've got this. Joe said she went a bit wrong. Oh. So let's have a look. So, okay. See, already I've gone a bit wrong because I've put my hearts the wrong way around. Oh, I have. Look at that.
It's not wrong, it's different.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about it because look, the curls are inside, and on my instructions it shows inside. So Joe, I've gone wrong, but that's because I'm not paying attention. But okay,
Well, it looks good.
we're just going to carry on because okay, it says sort of go from there. I can't quite go from that middle, but I can still go from there, look. And I'm going to fill that shape in now. You see? And then this shape, yeah, everybody's going, we better not disturb her now. But that's all right. Okay, and then that one there. So it's all right. Panic over. We can carry on. It's all right. So we've got that shape going on. And then in this little section here, you see, it shows that I've got to put a little line in like that. Okay, so we kind of fill in. We make shapes out of spaces.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I nearly did it there. No, there. See, if I'd done it in pencil, I'd rubbed it out. But do you know what? This is going to look different to that one, so it doesn't matter. It's already got a nice, like, little vibe going on. It's got a bit more space than it has there. So I'll have to think, right, what am I going to put in there later? But I can do that later. Don't need to do it now. It's fine. Yeah. All right, so we've now got, we're on this next bit here. All right, so again, if I put myself a mark, so I know where I'm going. So you imagine, look, I've got a box. Let's do it here as well. So, okay, now I'm not going to be able to sort of have the same sort of design, but this is part of my box. See, so I've only gone out one, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you do that? Do you put crosses on?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just makes life a bit easy, doesn't it?
I always have like, I call it sort of my landing spot.
Yeah. Yeah, landing and takeoffs.
Yeah.
So here, look, now you think, oh, what's going on here? So I'm going to sort of file it in with these lines here. Okay, so look, sort of changing it on the go. So instead of it being quite large, like
Yeah.
that one, if I did that, it'd sort of come out here, and I'd end up with like a bit of a gap.
So
So
you're going from that
I'm going to
curve,
do it from that curve, look.
and it just fits in perfectly.
There you go, like I planned it. I meant to do it different just to show you, look. See, look, that one's gone that way, that one's gone that way. But you can kind of get the idea where that's going there. Okay? So we've got all those 4 all the way around. And then, right, so it says we've got to do a line in there, like so. See, I'm still going to follow the process. I'm not going to worry if it's a little bit different. Now, the other thing as well, I think if you've got, you can't see very well, I know my mum's having a few problems at the minute, and you think, I can't see the grid paper, or it's a bit too small, you can actually enlarge the grid paper. You can darken it up a little bit.
Yes.
So, don't think that you've got to work on this size. If you need it bigger, make it bigger. If you've got to go to an A3, something like that.
But you could go in with your pencils and rather than doing each little box, mark out, like say for instance in the middle.
Yeah.
Put your pencil line around the box, then you know you've got work in that bit.
Exactly.
And then move it out as you go around.
And that's how it kind of works. So going from here, see, I'm always looking at the box shapes. So, like this one, for example, see, there's my curl, and this has gone one square further out. So if you put your little cross there, you know it's one square further out. So I'm kind of working in that bit here. So if I work my way around, look, I know each time. So then I've got my next box. And that means I can then come on in, what's next? So I've kind of got this shape to there. And then here's going to be a little bit different, but again, that's okay. Into there. The other thing as well, of course, is doing it in different colours. I think that really makes a world of difference. There we go. So from there to there, look.
Especially with the new coloured fine liners.
So,
Oh, look. Oh. Peter.
absolutely.
Blue
So,
Peter moment.
absolute Blue Peter moment. No, it just shows that where I wanted you to see starting, and I have made a little misjudgment in terms of leaving that the other way. But that again, I've showed it doesn't matter. You can keep it going, and even where that one's curved out and that one's gone in, it's kind of giving it a bit of quirky shape around it. So you've got this shape moving, but this just looks like it's moving a little bit. So again, it's not something that you're going to sort of
Happy little accident.
yeah, I mean, this one, I obviously I've spent a little bit more time on, but you can still see where you've got your pattern forming.
Mm-hmm.
These little gaps are coming and filled with colour. This one where it's a triangle, this one probably, I don't know, maybe I'd come in, I could fill in the shape.
You
I
could
could
just
put
go in
loops,
little bubbles or whatever.
little bubbles, that kind of thing, so you can work it around. But then, look, doing different colours, it's made it quite clear how it's sort of working its way out. And then once you've done that, if you did it all in black, so I've done colours and I've just picked out the bits I want to. So if you think, well, I'm not happy with the fact I changed the shape slightly, if you colour somewhere else, you're going to draw your eyes to that and not to the bit
going
that
to
you
drop
kind
into
of
the background.
didn't do. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an insight into the world of Sanntangle, and not just about drawing, but about how you kind of feel about where you are with it and how it works. And we've shared our little bits and how we've used it, and I think it's just nice for you to not just feel as it's a drawing, but feel like you're part of the community.
Yes.
And, giving you that opportunity if you need to speak out and just say how you feel, whether you write it, whether you draw it, little doodles, whether you take part in what we're doing here. It's all about community and helping each other. So I think we've had a great morning. Okay, a little bit of a quirk at the beginning, but John has calmed down after that. So gin helped. Dobby came in with some gin, but he spilt most of it. He said he spilt most of it.
I think he just nicked it.
But mindfulness isn't just about being on your own in isolation. It's about sharing. And whilst you're drawing and you're with a friend and you're talking, you can go as deep as you want to, or you can chill out a little bit and relax. So it's all about mixing it together, I think, and just enjoying the moment. So we want to thank you for being with us this morning. We really do appreciate it. And of course, we know we always have little sound hiccups and things like that. We are still learning, or John is, about how all this works. And so he's doing his absolute best, and we're doing our best to make sure the volume's up and all the rest of it. But we're going to be back at 1:30. I'm going to do my tile, so that's going to be slightly earlier than we normally do. But then Sam's going to share a little bit of her with you. And we're going to do the little mini tile book, aren't we?
We are.
So,
we are.
if you want to get ahead, that is actually on the Sanntangle Live House sort of category, so you can have a look at it there and see what that's all about. But of course, it just means that it's something a bit different that you can look at. She's also got something really nice to show you where you can go with it. And then we're going to have a bit more of a chat, a bit more tangling, a bit more drawing, And we'll see you then. So what, 1:30 we're back in. I'm going to do my tiles. So 2 o'clock we're back in. Sam's going to be back in. We're going to go till about 3:15, I reckon.
Yeah.
So join us if you can. Go and get yourself a lunch. I'm sure in 3 minutes' time, Tommy's going to have my lunch on the table. It's really good like that. And you know what? It's really precise. Oh, well, but yeah, he knows how to do a good lunch, I tell you. So he makes somebody a wonderful wife someday. So, okay. Having said that, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
They are
thank
going to
you.
stay. We've kept the doors locked. It's all going to be fine. And we'll see you back here in an hour. So, okay. Take
Bye
care.
for
everybody.
now.
See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. While you're here, have a look at this video. YouTube thinks you'll like it. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to find out when a new video gets added to the channel. Make impossible art possible.